high chance of penetrating, but I don't think enough to do lethal. Actually, I don't know that. I don't know, because soft Kevlar, that's one of its weaknesses. You're not going to cut through it.
Yeah.
But you can puncture it with a really solid point. Yeah. So he was able to get through with his lesser kind of, pole hammer. Yeah. And so if you were to just ramp up the force, this would do even more damage.
I reckon this would get through, no worries.
Yeah, yeah. And so when it comes to a spear then, it has a chance.
Yeah.
But we would need
I think it just might be the spear that he had,
Yeah. Though he was having a lot of fun and he got some good throws in on it as well.
He did. I think the funniest thing for me is that sword, that big giant...
The giant floppy sword.
Whatever that was.
I love this comment about how much he spent on it. It's just like...
Me and Nathan tried to do some research for this episode, and we were trying to look for that sword. I wanted to find that sword. I could not find it.
It seems like a custom fantasy, because it looked like a version of the Witch King sword from Lord of the Rings.
At least the hilt.
The hilt. But even it had it like a clip in on the sword, which is what the Witch King's sword has.
So it probably just was a custom piece for that video, yeah.
And if you spent 14...
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, that is rough. That's like... there's a gun that Demolition Ranch always rags on, and I can't remember the name because it always performs poorly, and it's now a meme in the community, and I'm annoyed I can't remember it, because it would be like, from our perspective, spending heaps of money on a gun like that, when you could spend $200
well, I mean,
on a sword like this.
If you wanted to use a giant sword for a reasonable price that actually is really good, I would say, hey, get one of these and try your testing.
And again, this is a Honshu blade. They've performed really well. Some are overbuilt and too heavy. We review one when we test it out on
At least these two here, we can vouch for.
Oh, hell yeah.
These ones are great.
Hell yeah. So overall, hilarious, fun video. Our fans wanted to just react to it, and it isn't to call out anything. He knows he doesn't...
we love his channel. Yeah. It's all for fun. We do the same thing for fun.
Yeah, and it's because we're hyper nerds on this that we just have to kind of point out, well look, the weapons weren't really real, and real weapons would perform better. His ultimate takeaway is like, yeah, guns are better as weapons. We're not disputing that.
We agree.
But there are certain... medieval weapons that actually could perform better than certain firearms, even against ballistic armor. Okay, because some of these weapons are insane.
Well, because sometimes these different armors are actually made to catch the high velocity of the bullet,
exactly,
and not something like the force that a different type of blunt force weapon can impart.
Yeah, and so... Kentucky Ballistics, love you, mate. Keep doing what you're doing. And love you guys. Thank you for watching. All the support has been so tremendous lately. Really means a lot. Helps us keep the lights on. And so if you do want to help us make that content, $1 to $5 a month. All the things are available. Patreon, channel membership, Subscribestar, Utreon. And just keep having fun. Weapons are fun.
They're fun. They're fun. And they're for everybody.
Yeah.
If you like your weapons, enjoy it. Make the content. We enjoy it.
That's right. That's right.
Bye-bye, guys.
You can check out the video where we're testing this if you want. Actually really fun. It's better than what you think. It's better than what you think.
My favorite fans are the ones who are like, yeah, this show would be so good if it wasn't for the entire show.
It would be so good if the writers didn't do gestures vaguely that.
Me talking about Blue Archive.
I mean, to be honest, as you talk about most things these days.
Yeah, I'll be real. Me being curmudgeonly is a sign that I like your property and want it to be better. Except Fallout 76. I don't care how many times you update it. You can't fix it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Calvis. My name is Luma. With me today is Zen.
Wondering why you won't give it another chance, like No Man's Sky.
I did! I literally yesterday!
Update it again.
I'm gonna punch you. Tumblr, we're looking at Tumblr. Tumbly Wumbly Wimbly Womblies. Let's get into it.
Anyone else seen weird, mysterious failures on Tumblr?
Yeah, but you didn't have to call us out like that.
Network failures. Network failures.
I'm glad the Tumblr's infrastructure is finally crumbling. Now we can really see what it's like when we convert a social media platform into Lord of the Flies.
I believe in like the dead internet theory. It's becoming more prevalent, but I think Tumblr is like a good bastion of just human interaction because God knows bots ain't doing this crap.
You chatted to the guy at the bar who was like, I like your dress, ma'am. And I was like, I'm a man, but thank you. He was like, ah, shit, I like your dress, homie. I love you forever.
A nice dress is a night dress.
Real though, real.
Just just appreciate the things.
Yeah, vaguely related but unrelated. I really want a kilt. I've got
You appropriating?
I got great calves, right? And I want to wear a kilt. Yeah, sure, I'm of Irish descent, but the war is over as far as I know.
You know. Neil, bag out the tunes!
It's 4/13, baby. So for context, Alex, 4/13 is the day that Neil banged out the tunes, but also that Homestuck started.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's not a day of celebration.
Hör Audible Originals, Hörbücher und Podcasts für die ganze Familie. Audible, jetzt kostenlos testen.
That's why this is coming from a dude with a Homestuck profile picture. There's troll blood on the keys, and that command is formatted like a page advancement.
Oh. So it's a day of remorse.
I've been internally cursed by the knowledge of MS Paint adventures. Me at home. Me at balls.
Obsessed with this post because it forced me to pronounce meatballs in a way I never would have before. Me ate balls.
I included this post and took the lead on this video entirely so I could say it with my mouth full. Me at balls.
You could have just said it regardless. You didn't need the pretense of an entire video.
Me at balls.
It's not that he's evil. He lacks empathy and he goes into a dissociative state and commits atrocities.
She's the neighborhood psychopath.
Butternut is a master of psychological manipulation.
The whole family is here. I wonder which one would become a meatballs. Show about a girl who travels back in time to the medieval era and becomes a famous wandering bard, and all of her pieces are covers of K-pop or something, just like on the lute. And she becomes a renowned musician of her time because all of her melodies are so damn catchy. There isn't a villain, but she has a rival, which is just another guy doing the exact same shtick but with Taylor Swift.
There was like a similar, it's nowhere near as complex as this, but there was a similar thing in the show Log Horizon.
Seriously?
Where they just... Yeah, but it wasn't anything like K-pop or anything. They just like sang some songs from like real life, and people were like, "Oh, we've never heard songs from outside of the game's OST before. You bring us magic." It's like, this is kind of cool.
I found wizard posting, like actual role-playing wizards are real.
Ugh, it hurts.
Sometimes I forget wizard posting isn't a regular occurrence on any other website. Like, what do you mean your posts don't randomly get taken over by evil wizards casting spells on your peonies?
Prepare thyself.
I just love just distant Michael Myers. He's a wizard now.
Why is he so... the least magical thing? Just wizard.
Maid cafes are overdone. I'm starting a maid gas station.
Hashtag I'm starting a trucker cafe in solidarity. If you aren't a 29 to 50-year-old bear, then you're a diversity hire.
On Tumblr, our funny little jokes are required to go through an ethics committee and then pass peer review before they're allowed to be published to the greater public. What's not to get about this?
I'm on board.
Yeah, same. Someone in the comments was like, maid physical therapy. I'm in. I'll take a maid massage. I'm in.
Sorry, I saw maid lawn care. I got it. I'm fascinated by how the formatting of different social media sites affect how text is read. For instance, a line break on Tumblr indicates a new idea, but a reblog break indicates that time has passed. Hashtag and screenshotted tags imply a peer review.
Replies, however, are the heckling of the mob.
A screenshot of multiple replies depicts some kind of agreement among many, or perhaps chaotic disagreement.
You guys can read?
Barely.
Barely. I like being illiterate. It makes my taxes way more interesting every year.
Barely. Oh, I could go work in the maid truck stop.
Oh shit, yeah, you could! Look at Tony holding his little cuck goblet while Thor's entire pussy pops loud enough to break the sound barrier next to him. We do stan.
This is the only Marvel post I will ever reblog. It's making me go insane.
His entire pussy pops loud enough to break the sound barrier.
Those certainly were words put next to each other.
This feels like it came out of a sanatorium. Like, whoever wrote this post got free grippy socks with it.
Cool new Tumblr trend. Good posting. It's when you share fun, interesting things in a calm and friendly way.
Good posting example. Hey guys, just found a bug.
No! I think that's it.
Yeah, this is already like perfected comedy. I love the word rapscallion. Like, not only are you a little rascal, but you're kind of a spring onion about it too.
God damn it. my favorite one to use is, he's just being a little bit of a scamp.
He's a little scrumpy.
Recipes will be like, prep time, 3 minutes, and the ingredients list is like 2 sweet potatoes peeled and diced. Girlie, they do not come like that. Recipes will be like, cook potatoes until soft, about 5 minutes. Baby doll, are you on bath salts?
Yes, that's the only way we can make Calbus episodes.
Oh, could you blur that? Could you blur that sniff?
Just kidding. We're only on legal substances, like gamer subs, not sponsored. For April Fools, we're deleting this entire site. Sayonara, you weeaboo shits. Amazing. We have to applaud the bravery of staff. They finally got something right.
If this was real and this was like the final message from staff, that would be fantastic. That's the way to send off a site. Sexually aggressive bridge troll. You must solve my riddles 3 or you will suck my Naudwee. Suspicious merchant. My wares cost no coin, but remember, everything has a price. Awkward and urinary tract infection. Pissing in a bush. Man, I love fantasy so much. It's such a good genre.
There's so much you can do with it.
This is like jingling keys for me. It's not funny, but I'm so
Oh my god.
Kitten, I have to be honest. Your misunderstanding of what death of the author actually means is getting embarrassing, and Mommy would prefer if you posted less and maybe attended some classes on literary analysis. Kitten, I think you might be stupid.
That's a lot of notes.
a lot of Tumblr kitten, a lot of Discord kittens can't read. That's how they ended up in this position. They didn't understand that Discord mod was an insult and not a position of power. Hi mods, we don't mean you. We love you. Keep modding the Calbus Discord. You gotta be two-faced to survive in this world.
Still amazes me that by season 45 or whatever, Supernatural was being exclusively watched by delusionally hopeful women with flamingo cell... What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Still amazes me that by season 45... I'm not even reading, I'm just dissecting this at this point. Supernatural was being exclusively watched by delusionally hopeful women with the flamingo salinity tolerance for bad writing, and the creators still couldn't pander to them because maybe there was one straight guy out there still accidentally watching it.
Supposed to make you Google the salinity tolerance of flamingos. So if someone in the comments, bless their heart, Morden1428, posted the stats. Flamingos can stand for about 12 hours straight in salt water, and even breed in a lake that's so salty it's surrounded by the calcified remains of animals.
Oh.
So they have a very high tolerance for bad writing, apparently.
Oh.
Amelia Earhart.
Where's the other guy, though?
Also with the crabs. And that's all the time we have here today on Calbus. Let us know down below which post was your favorite, and if you don't, the coconut crabs are gonna get you too.
Greetings, Guardians. My name is Bife here. So, here's a question for all of you. Why should a god care about a mortal? It's a little bit of a misnomer to use the term God here, but I think it puts the point across well. Why does the Witness care about humanity is the real question. The Witness is a being of power beyond anything we've seen, and yet it has decided to draw out its conflict with humanity and the rest of Sol, as opposed to simply storming the entire solar system and conquering it outright in a shorter span of time. So, why not just do that? Why allow resistance to persist? It could have been done in the space of a few days, but instead, the Witness has been hanging around for years, committing various violences against us. Why do this? Today we're going to look at the answer to that potential question as displayed in the Final Shape Collector's Edition lore book, Entelechy. The horrifying reality that we'll discuss is this. In one sense, the answer to that question is comforting, because the reason is not alien and unknowable. It's not a thing of madness forged in the death of stars or the minds of sickly creatures that our minds can't comprehend. It's actually just a remarkably human reason. In another sense, it's a little terrifying because it's the worst possible outcome within those that we might reasonably comprehend. Why does a god care about what happens to us? Why has the Witness taken so long with its invasion? Because the Witness hates us, and the Witness is cruel. But first, a word from our sponsors at Starforge. If you're looking for a great gaming PC without the fuss and hassle of constructing it for yourself, then look no further. They offer a 2-year parts and labor warranty, so if ever you get any of their great PCs, you are covered. Starforge has a bunch of different rig options, by the way, from their core Horizon 2 line, which is great for gamers on a budget, to their fully stacked Voyager 2 content creator PC rigs. Use my code down below in the description to nab yourself a discount on any PC in their range, and thanks again to Starforge Systems for sponsoring this video. So, we're looking into the Collector's Edition lore again, but this time we're not focusing on the precursors. We're explicitly looking at the Witness. It should be noted that some of what even Ido tells us in this lore is speculative, and is a lot of conjecture. But I should remind you that, red herrings aside, Bungie writes and presents lore to us with a reason in mind. If Ido is speculating about the Witness's motives in-game, we should be listening, because that's the writers trying to communicate something to us. So when Ido ascribes meaning to the Witness's actions, that's not to say that they're presenting us with the whole puzzle, but it is to say that her perspective reveals a part of it. I say all of this because this entire video is all about that search for meaning in the Witness's actions as we seek to better understand this ancient entity. Understand why it's operating, and, well, potentially you have a better pathway towards defeating it. You might even discover some weakness that lets you defeat it more easily. So, what are we actually looking at today? Well, we've got a few different lore entries to look into, and all of them display moments where the Witness is actively destroying a civilization. We don't exactly see the Witness in these moments, but we do see the repercussions of its actions more clearly. Through them, as well as through Ido's notes, we can see the intentions of the Witness. Our first little entry comes from near the start of the Entelechy lorebook, and it shows us a whole new alien civilization that has never been heard of before. Yes, this is a whole new one. This is like another Books of Sorrow in a certain sense, but it's actually surprisingly short in terms of its interaction, and I doubt that we'll ever see any other note of this civilization because, well, I mean, you'll see. They were wiped out by the Witness, and we will probably never hear from them again. But we at least know that they were known as the Noesis. So, let's take a listen. Scribe Archive XI149D. Type: Emergency Transmission. Retrieved from the Spider's Collection. Long-Range Communications Beacon. Disabled. Origin: Unknown. Keywords: Witness. Annotated transcription follows. I learned of its arrival scarcely 3 marks ago. As my anchor slumbered in the belly of this ancient outpost, I drifted into the noosphere, webbing, and was swept up in delight. Millions of thought forms sharing the news, the revelations spreading from leading to trailing edge, until even I was buoyed by the tide of joy. First contact with a stranger, a friend-to-be. A chance for the hazy margins of our noosphere to grow, to encounter new thoughts and expand with new richness. It had been so long since we encountered the whisper, nightmare, predatory memeplex. We had grown naive without the reminder of fear. From the leading edge came a current. It swept through our noosphere, a spark in dry brush, ink in water, hope curdling in an instant. The emanations were confused and fragmentary. I could not pass them all. Planets stolen from space, ripe fruit plucked from orbit, structures dissected and reassembled by thousand-fingered hands. Anchors and selves unraveled into first principles, sectioned into wafer-thin slices. It was only one voice at first. A cry of joy at the meeting of a new mind, twisted to fear and pain. Help me! Chaos in the noosphere. The placid surface churned into white froth. Thought forms scattered in their thousands, fleeing up the webbing strands and finding doom at every junction. Help me! The stranger, ruin, predatory memeplex engulfed our noosphere in a moment's idle fancy. Our thought forms were atomic in comparison. We never stood a chance. As each of my people were found and taken apart and reassembled, a new voice joined the chorus. Help me! My people died in their thousands. Thoughts and selves wisping away into nothingness. Thousands of years of memory, no more than smoke in the wind. Help me! Here, in this outpost, I am apart from the rest. Tethered at the trailing edge, furthest from its lamprey moor. Not far enough to escape, not near enough to help. Help me! 1,000 emanations from 1,000 minds, blending into a single scream. The same scream every time, again and again and again and again. When we untethered ourselves from their anchors, we knew that we as a people would not be divided again. No matter how far we traveled in real space, the vastness of our noosphere, webbing, home, was but a thought away. Our fears, our hopes, our dreams, our longings, our triumphs, we would always be able to reach out and know one another. Where one was weak, another could be strong. We would share each other's joy and bear each other's pain. That sound. Help me! I am ashamed to admit that I could not bear it a moment longer. I severed, exiled, imprisoned myself. I regretted it the moment I did it. We were dying, but we were dying together. My unimaginable cowardice will not assure my survival, only a delay in my execution. The ruin, predatory memeplex, witness, knows the pattern of our oscillations. I can still hear it, still plucking the tattered edges of the noosphere, webbing. Why do you hide? The witness will find me, and when it does, there will be nothing. No one. I believed I would die alone in this abandoned outpost, but I found a crate, forgotten deep within a dusty storeroom. Emergency beacons, produced and stored in another time, one when we knew the fear of death. We see you. To you, receiver, inheritor, hoped for future, I offer what little I know. We are dead, but not unmade. We are ossified, temporized, reiterated, perpetuated, anatomized, finalized. I do not know if this will help. I do not know. I do not. But perhaps you will prevail. Come now. Do not be afraid. This is not a call for help. It is too late. There is no one left. The witness, cannot be stopped. This is our last proof. We, the Noesis, existed.
Level up your gaming space with metal posters from Displate. Swap them whenever.
Transcription ends. Scribe notes. Note 1. A self-reinforcing group of informational units which subsumes lesser concepts, a predatory idea. The Noesis seem to have used this term to describe any serious threats to their minds. The first usage appears to refer to a past threat which the Noesis survived. This note is made next to the word predatory memeplex. Note 2. The images of the Witness's attack on the Traveler and what it did to the Coalition ships is fresh in my mind, as I'm sure it is in yours. This note can be found next to wafer-thin slices. Note 3. The Witness appeared as a highly intrusive foreign concept in the transmission, which was able to cannibalize all overlapping concepts. This is found next to the word the Witness. Note 4. Another intrusive foreign concept. I believe this is the Witness itself communicating directly to the recorder. This is next to the first line of dialogue, which appears to be from the Witness, which says, "Why do you hide?" Note 5. Significant semantic overlap here. I believe the total blended concept is related to the final shape. This can be found next to the sentence, "We are ossified, temporized, reiterated, perpetuated, anatomized, finalized." The Spider has acquired many items of interest over his lifespan, but precious few may be accessed freely, even in the best of times. The worst of times, on the other hand, seem to have inspired some conditional generosity. Reluctant as I was to request his assistance, the information I have gleaned has more than paid dividends. Ugh, that's something he would say. The contents of this beacon proved quite challenging to transcribe. It seems to operate on a similar principle to your sensoriums, but it directly transmits concepts rather than inducing sensory hallucinations. Some of the concepts show significant semantic overlap, though whether due to the nature of the data, age-related degradation, or the recorder's emotional state, I cannot say. Now, from the content of this record, I believe we may draw a few conclusions about the Witness's methodology. It is capable of disassembling body and mind, then somehow reassembling them. It did not destroy the Noesis, but unmade and then finalized them. Curiously, this account describes a markedly different approach compared to similar recorded attacks. The conquest of the Noesis was swift, almost surgical, and remarkably thorough. The Witness does not seem to have cultivated a disciple from among their numbers or left anyone who could tell the tale. Yet it did not simply massacre them. Consider how the Witness speaks to the Noesis who is recording. It is almost gentle. There was no comparable communication during the whirlwind. I reviewed all the information about the Noesis I could find and discovered this. The Noesis never encountered the Great Machine. Is it the presence or absence of the Great Machine which determines the Witness's approach? Did the Witness ever speak to humanity during the collapse? Did it offer comfort, as it did to this doomed Noesis? I need more information. In this first assertion here and this first examination within her notes, Ido actually hits the nail on the head, and we'll see more of that when we get to the details about the Witness and its actions during the collapse. The key here is the manner in which the conquest of the Noesis happened. It was efficient, carried out at near lightning speed and with little regard for the defenses of the Noesis. It just happened. Ido also seems to describe the Witness as almost gentle in its final moments. It didn't enforce any suffering on the Noesis with a long drawn-out war or a bloody campaign of violence and despair. It didn't raise a disciple from within their own ranks to destroy them from within. Certainly there was suffering, but it was limited. It was quick, and they were not destroyed so much as reassembled, recreated, as Ido puts it, and as the recording puts it, finalized. That was not the case with so many of the other species that were annihilated by the Witness and its followers. The reason why is also seemingly pointed out by Ido at the end here. The Witness knew that the Noesis were never contacted by the Traveler. The Elixni humanity, on the other hand, suffered monumental, legendary events of destruction and annihilation by comparison, and they knew the Traveler in their system. They had had a golden age. It's here that Ido expands on these records and gives us more credence to this idea that the way the Witness interacts with a civilization is based on whether they've interacted with the Traveler. And that is the first clue as to what the Witness is doing and why it's drawn out its attacks so much. Quite simply put, again, it hates us, and we start to see a reason why here. Her next record was unearthed from humanity's collapse. It recounts the story of one of the Exodus program vessels, known as Exodus Yellow, and tells us more of their fate. Much like the Exodus Green, aka Yang Lewei, the vessel that was pursued into space by the Witness's Black Fleet and eventually created the Awoken, Exodus Yellow was also attacked with gravitational weaponry, and in this instance they also received orders from Rasputin to fight back against their invaders. This time, however, Rasputin would play a more integral part in the story of Exodus Yellow and its destruction. The transcript from these recovered broadcasts reads as follows. Scribe Archive XI 1630. Type: Emergency Broadcast Sensorium Telemetry. Retrieved from CloudArk Archives, Deep Storage, Neomuna. Neptune, Exodus Indigo 4B0082, Bank 021830192. Origin, Exodus Yellow 402K1977.10G 0011370021. Identities: C. Liang, S. Benuna. Keywords: Collapse, Black Fleet, Rasputin. Annotated transcription follows. Mayday, mayday, mayday. All stations, this is the Exodus Yellow. 25,000 souls aboard. We are under attack by unknown hostiles and sustaining heavy damage. Engines 1 through 6 are down. Kinetic weaponry has been disabled and we are transmitting in the blind. We have a possible sky shock event. Requesting... Emergency broadcast is merged with sensorium telemetry from the Exodus Yellow's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. C. Liang. An open medical data feed is displaying updates on the condition of the ship's officers. Several are listed as deceased, including the captain, and the remainder have moderate to severe injuries. All are located on the ship's bridge. Dr. Liang is running through the corridor connecting the ship's medical bay to the bridge. She is speaking rapidly on an open audio channel with Comm Officer S. Benuna. But we're not a warship! Doesn't matter to the war mind, not under Kahe White. We can't possibly have any working guns, not after that last hit. What does Rasputin expect us to do? Wiggle our engine nozzles, that big ugly triangle? System warning. Structural impact. Pyramid, Doc. This is not the time for pedantry. How can you be so calm? Kinda have to be, don't I? Nobody else is in any shape to do anything. If we're in Kahe White and Rasputin's telling us this is what we've got to do, then the alternative must be worse. Worse than 20,000 dead colonists. Hold. Oh. Doc, grab... Liang lurches violently and impacts the wall. The Sensorium's medical data feed cuts out and remains offline. Ugh. Benuna. What was that? Benuna? Anyone? Liang resumes moving down the corridor. She exhales sharply and begins to speak to herself, recording with her sensorium. Okay. Status. Our systems, including communications, are on the fritz. We're limping on 2 engines. At least 3/4 of the crew are wounded too badly to act. The captain's dead, and we've got no guns. If whatever we're fighting doesn't kill us all, Rasputin will. System warning. Mass growl, phaeton strikes, sterile neutrino scattering. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. What is that noise? Sounds of metal groaning. Liang abruptly stops and begins to back up. System warning. Exodus yellow tensile strength exceeded. Ahead of Liang, support struts begin to fracture. The floor ripples and the ceiling buckles. The portion of the ship Liang has just come from is not as strongly affected. Tension is released. The ship's structure snaps back into place. Liang falls hard but recovers. I could feel that in my teeth. Some kind of gravity wave. Rasputin's gone mad. We can't hold position any longer. We'll die. We'll all die. Anand. I just need to get Anand up, and she can get us out of here. Liang resumes moving forward. The ship's structure shows visible signs of strain, with materials having stretched and deformed far beyond normal tolerances. Banuna? I'm here! I'm here! Liang reaches the airlock. The door shows visible fractures but opens when Liang applies force. Banuna! Liang begins to retch violently, backing away from the door. The bridge is covered with a layer of organic material and damaged flight suits. System warning. Warsat preparing to fire. Still heaving, Liang clutches the door frame. She opens a wide-range broadcast channel. All stations, stand down. We are in your line of fire. System warning. Warsat firing. Please, this is the Exodus Yellow. 25,000 souls aboard. System warning. Exodus Yellow, hull integrity fatally compromised. The ship comes apart around the Warsat's beam. Liang tumbles unprotected in vacuum. Liang's sensorium captures a gap in the debris field. The pyramid ship is completely unharmed. Transcription ends. Scribe notes. Note 1. Expletives omitted. This is next to hold, dock, grab. Note 2. Most likely Flight Dynamics Officer P. Anand, who was one of the injured crew on the bridge. This is next to the name Anand mentioned by Liang in her last few moments. It was quite difficult to find first-hand accounts of the collapse. The humans who lived through it are long dead, and any contemporary exos have been rebooted several times since then. Most data, even when encoded and protected in engrams, has degraded too badly to be recovered, especially under the post-collapse conditions on Earth. But I heard about Neptune, the city of Neomuna, and the people who hid during the collapse. I suspected they might have more complete records. The journey to Neptune was long and quiet, but the rumble of a ship's engines is as familiar to me as any lullaby. It's a shame that there isn't any remote uplink to Neomuna's archives yet, but to be honest, I relished the chance to visit it myself. The stories and images were pale mimicries of the city, the lights, the colors, the sounds. I've never seen anything like it. This is not mere exaggeration, I mean that. Until now, every settlement of every civilization I have ever seen has been a ruin of its former self. The last city is a marvel, a testament to humanity's survival and spirit, but even here, I can see the scars left by your collapse. Neomuna was marred by the war which landed in its midst, but it was still a vision. I could see the shape of your golden age in its skyline. I was greeted warmly by Scribe Lagari. How marvelous to discover a kindred spirit. She was quite helpful, and I shall have to return when I'm able. The Neomuni have a tremendous bounty of information in their cloud arc. I have even been asked to share some of my own stories, so they may be recorded for posterity. Together, we were able to retrieve and repair several records that were badly damaged, either by Vex incursions or data degradation. And I have included the most relevant record here, Also, Scribe Ligari asked me to tell you hello and to remind you that the Hall of Heroes is open to you whenever you may wish to visit. Her holoprojection performed an unusual motion when she said this. I believe that you would call it waggling eyebrows? It was very fascinating. Is there a corresponding gesture among exos? Onto the record itself. We can see that the Black Fleet deployed gravitational weaponry, which is corroborated by other accounts of Sol's collapse, and our own records of the whirlwind. Such weapons were not described by the Noesis' account of the Witness's attack. We also do not see evidence of what the Noesis described happening to their civilization, slicing, anatomizing, temporizing, nor do we see any serious attempts from the Witness to communicate. I have reviewed everything I could assess about the Warmind's attempt to halt the collapse. Rasputin declared many protocols, two of which I find important here. Kahe White, a state of emergency so severe that Rasputin could seize control of the entire system's defenses and even conscript civilian ships to serve in combat, suggestive of a threat of extinction. And Twilight Exigent, a situation that required a change in Rasputin's ethics. If obeying ordinary ethical restrictions would result in the extinction of humanity, then Rasputin needed a way to bypass those restrictions. Rasputin seems to have enjoyed abstruse terminology, useful for masking intent, but quite difficult to parse. How do I pronounce Kahe? Is it easier without mandibles? Perhaps I should start a dictionary. It would be easiest to ask Annabray directly, as she knew the most about Rasputin, but I thought it might be discourteous to ask so soon after his passing. According to all the documentation of Rasputin's defense of Sol, even with such extraordinary circumstances allowing him to act beyond his normal limits, Rasputin could not stop the Black Fleet. Had the Great Machine not acted, the Black Fleet would have ground all Sol into dust. Still, I cannot understand why the Black Fleet would choose to deploy gravitational weapons if they were totally unharmed by humanity's greatest weapons. If the Witness could disassemble entire fleets with a wave of its hand, why would they need to use such comparatively slow weaponry? Perhaps this was not done out of necessity, but why then? I feel that I am missing something. So here we can start to see some of the major differences between the conquest of Sol and the fall of humanity in the collapse versus the conquest of the Noesis and their destruction at the hands of the Witness. Two similar events undertaken by the same actor, aka the Witness, and yet it has a remarkable different tone. One is quick, efficient, and whilst certainly it was the end of an entire people, the Witness sought to comfort them and even communicated with one survivor. The Noesis were destroyed with surgical precision, as was stated by Ido. But Sol's collapse, the destruction of humanity, or the attempted destruction, was a very different circumstance. Gravitational wave weapons were deployed against the Extus ships. They are not fast weapons, they are not quick or efficient or even precise. They're slow and cause a breakdown and warping of a subject at an atomic level, something which is described in the Yang Lewei logs in particular. The captain, Alice Lee, states that it was an experience that one had to grit one's teeth through. It felt as though every single nerve ending was being pulled and pushed. Unlike the Noesis, there was also no attempt to communicate with any element of Sol's civilization. It might not necessarily be relevant, but the fact that the pyramid was attacked by Rasputin and took no damage from its weapons might imply something further. The Witness could have simply just waved its hand and deconstructed Sol, destroyed all of human civilization and folded it into its conception of the final shape, but it chose not to. The destruction of the Noesis was so quick that a fleet probably didn't even have much time to deploy. This is something that was described by the Noesis record as being 3 marks ago, and whilst we don't know what that means in terms of human timescales, one can assume that it was very quick. Meanwhile, on the side of the collapse, the Witness deployed an entire fleet of pyramid ships. The Witness knew that people would attempt to fight back, but even Rasputin's greatest weapons left the pyramid ships completely unaffected. We know that this is the effect that pyramid vessel technology has when defending its own vessels. Asher Mir fired several different weapons at them, and they have no effect because the weapon fire or energy that's being projected at the pyramid ships is actually transported into a surrounding pocket dimension where it just fizzes off harmlessly and does no damage because it doesn't hit a target. The very design of this defense almost implies invincibility. It's almost something that would seem unnecessary as well, considering that it implies you're in a long drawn-out engagement where the enemy can fight back. The witness let us fight back is the key part of that. The witness allowed us to fire at its own ships, and it allowed them to project invincible defenses. It allowed them to show this idea of there being no hope, where it could have simply waved its hand instead and ended our suffering quickly, instead of allowing us to sit in our dread. The very design of this defense implies the witness's design here. That's a point that'll get picked up on more later as we delve into the next few logs and talk about what the witness did on Earth, which is what we found thanks to the now completed records from Ada 1 and the Black Armory papers. Now, these papers were scattered and in need of reassembly anyway, but they essentially collected the notes and thoughts from one of the founding matriarchal leaders of the Black Armory, namely Henrietta Miran. They have been mostly incomplete for a while, with many missing pages, but Ada 1 has helped in filling in one of the more important records. What follows is a complete transcript of the now completed 68th Black Armory page entry, reconstructed from both the original and its now recovered second half. The full entry reads as follows, and it recounts a moment during the collapse and what Henrietta Miran saw as the Black Fleet began to invade Earth. Entry 68. They are here. They are real. I can't believe we were so right and so wrong. To think we could stop this. To say we were naive would be an understatement. We simply didn't know. Their power, their strength, it's insurmountable. As they draw closer, all we can do is hide and hope that the facility doors will be strong enough. It's utter chaos out there. Too many have put their faith in the Traveler. I don't know what sort of answers people expect from a gigantic ball in the sky. It remains silent, as always. At least I'm with her. Being with family is all that matters in the end. There is no more hope. Only the screams of humanity. Transcript reconstructed. Transcript continues as follows. They arrived at night. Yuki woke me up. I had never seen that look on her face, that fear. The sky, she said. The sky, the sky. She couldn't say anything else. When I looked outside, I understood. The stars were going out, one by one, as though a titanic veil were being drawn over them. The sky grew darker and darker, then light. I realized later what had happened. During humanity's early forays into space, we'd littered the low Earth orbit region with debris. Some of it had been removed, the better to facilitate interplanetary travel, but there was always so much. It burned. All of it. The whole sky was aflame. I ordered everyone to the bunker. The earth heaved and cracked open underfoot. A sickly green light pervaded everything. Radios hissed static and screams. The wind hurled cars and houses like toys. By the time we reached the facility, the wind had stopped. A dreadful stillness hung in the air. When I looked back, I could see a great cloud in the distance. It reminded me of a sandstorm, a wall of smoke and dust bearing down upon us with unnatural speed. A mirror. She had fallen behind, and the cloud swallowed her. She withered down to the bone wherever it touched. It could have been poison, or plague, or... Helga closed the doors. I'm not sure whether to thank her or not. Transcription ends. Scribe notes. The Black Armorer approached me as I was resupplying in the city. She had heard of my search for information pertaining to the witness, the Black Fleet, and the collapse, and wished to help. Though it seemed to physically pain her to part with them, she offered me a sheath of papers. They were so torn with age, I feared they would crumble in my claws, and I held my breath when I transcribed them. She waved away my thanks and said you had found these documents for her some time ago, and to consider this a favor repaid. More clues, more pieces of the puzzle. Fire and smoke, poisonous air, earthquakes, cyclones. Why did the witness cause great tidal waves on Titan if it could simply take the entire planet as it did later? Neither the Eliksni nor humanity were as advanced as the Ecumene or countless other fallen civilizations. It could have overrun either of us without all the theatrics. Theatrics? As though all of this was mere performance. Like those ghosts who put on masks during the Festival of the Lost and pretend to chase the children of the city. But I cannot think of any other word for it. It appears that the witness has staged a show. But for the Eliksni of Reese and the humans of Sol as its audiences, even though we should be so far beneath its notice, never mind its concern that it shouldn't even care about what frightens us. That's it. The witness is not indifferent to us. It cares what we think of its performance, though of course it does not seek to delight or provoke. No. The witness has done all it can to spread fear and despair among the people of Sol, as it did the people of Reese. It has chosen the approach that would cause the maximum possible amount of suffering and continued doing so until the very moment it went through that awful portal. I doubt that this is some brilliant tactical ploy to demoralize its enemies. It would have defeated both humans and Eliksni with or without its campaign of terror. Indeed, such actions appear to have drawn out its attacks on Sol and were a deeply inefficient use of its power. If the witness's only goal was to corner the Great Machine and use it to further its plans, whatever those are, then why bother doing anything else? If this performance has affected the Great Machine at all, there is no evidence of such. And anyways, the worst atrocities of the Whirlwind occurred after the Great Machine left us, and could not see its effects. No, I believe this display of cruelty was meant for us. It was done to maximize our torment. I cannot think of any motivation to ascribe to this, except malice. This is really Ido's eureka moment, and its implications for us are about as bad as they can get. The witness could have wiped us all out in the space of mere moments. It certainly had the power to do so. Even the more advanced civilizations that have fought against it realistically didn't even stand a chance. But here, with a civilization like ours or like the Eliksni's, where the Traveler had interacted with us before, it deliberately drew out our suffering. The destruction of the colony ships with slow gravitational weaponry, the igniting of Earth's satellites in low Earth orbit in a massive firestorm, the devastation of Titan, where the moon was momentarily pulled into an egg shape and then released back into a spherical one so that a great wave would wash across it and take the arcologies with it, even down to the gas that ripped everything away to the bone of anyone who was caught by it. This is all deliberately slow and deliberately horrifying. If Ido's speculation is correct, the witness is doing all of this with us in mind, and is doing it potentially out of malice. This is all pressed even further in the next entry, which displays another record from the collapse. In this record we see a human survivor cursing the Traveler for its inaction. Remember what I said earlier about the way the Pyramid Fleet was seemingly designed to make the war feel hopeless? To get us in this place where we would be able to fight back against something, and yet we would not see any effect. It's designed to pull this feeling of dread from us. That note of hopelessness is brought up again here. It's realistically the final piece of the puzzle. Scribe Archive, XI214B. Type, Bridge Audio Recorder. Retrieved from Reef Cryptarchy Archives, 10 Hygeia. Origin, ARC 0475B71. Arcadia-class jump ship. Golden Age. Discovered partially integrated into 31 Euphrosyne. No pilot was recovered with the ship. Data heavily degraded. Partial restoration successful. Keywords: collapse, Black Fleet, darkness, taken. Identities: 1. Unknown, U1. Audio preserved. Annotated transcription follows. Come on, you bolt bucket. Come on. That's it then. Every last Newton I could squeeze out of this old bird. And it's not enough. There it is. The darkness coming right up behind me. Our guns, our ships, our silent god, useless. Useless! Centuries of progress. Where did it get us in the end? What good are you? We're dying out here, you big stupid ball. Do something! No. I didn't mean it. Please, don't be mad. Don't leave us. We'd be dead anyway, right? If you weren't here, right? Please, tell me I'm right. Am I lucky or not? I can't decide. They're all down there, fish-eyed, bloated, cold and blue. I was the only one who made it off the launch pad. But now I'm up here in this tin can. And I can see it out there. That ugly marble, it's just floating there. Do something! Why are you here if you're not going to help? It's your fault. It's all your fault! Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! You should never have come here. Transcription ends. Scribe notes. Once again, I am grateful for the circumstances of my upbringing. It is not as difficult for me to enter the Reef as it might be for others, and the Techians and Reef Cryptarchs generously granted me access to their archives. There is a great deal of information preserved here that was lost everywhere else. The Yang brought with it exabytes of data intended for the benefit of the colonists it sheltered. Though they hoped to escape the shadow of the Traveler, they did not wish to lose their tether to the rest of humanity. All of that data survived the ship's transplantation to the distributory. Part of it was copied onto the ships Marakel brought with her to the Reef, and of that part, almost all has survived in the Reef's archives to this day. I must admit, I almost didn't include this transcript. I am no stranger to the disturbing and distressing. As a scribe, it is my duty to record and pass on history. Even a history written by the survivors will have its dark corners. Nevertheless, I found this record difficult to listen to. It echoes the bitter words I've heard countless times before, from Elixni, who suffered the whirlwind, who saw the great machine leave us and cursed it for abandoning us. But when studying history, discomfort often accompanies the information that is most crucial to understanding. That is what I needed. That discomfort, that echo of Elixni lamentation. The witness does not need cruelty to win. It does not need to mutilate the great machine's creations, to inspire fear and despair. It does not even need to tempt you to use the darkness, which it has claimed to be. Though we know from your experiences on Neptune that the witness does not hold as complete a dominion as it wishes us to believe. In fact, its cruelty has actively slowed and hindered its purpose. Had the witness simply overwhelmed humanity and crushed all resistance, there would have been nobody left for the great machine to uplift. No ghosts or guardians to defy it. I have spoken with Ikora Ray about the texts humans know as the Unveiling. I have tried to reconcile it with how I understand the light and what I know of the great machine. My understanding is imperfect, but I have gleaned this much. The Winnower speaks of convincing you that it is right, of existence as truth, of predation and defection. Nowhere does it speak of malice or hatred or despair. It does not care whether you embrace it or curse it, it simply desires to win and in victory be validated. For the witness, victory alone is not enough. It must ruin all the great machine has touched, from the smallest creatures to the greatest planet. destroy everything the light has built, drown hope in bitterness. The witness would have us all curse the great machine, refute its gifts, and betray it as the Black Fleet tramples us underfoot. It would make us all Aramis, sick with despair and crushing our own dreams. You see it too, do you not? The record from the Simics fell, the communications from the Talax Sin. These messages set down in hope, in optimism. Once those who became the witness saw the great machine as their hope for the future, as we did, as you do. They had hope once. They lost it. And now their successor, the great merging of their selves, the witness, seeks to deny that hope any right to exist. These records in their totality show us that for the witness, this entire war was personal the moment we received the blessing of the Traveler's bounty. It hates us because it hates the Traveler. Regardless of who we are, be we Elixni, human, awoken, exo, or anything in between. It has been deliberately trying to devastate our hope, and where it could have carried out our destruction with speed and efficiency, it has instead decided to break us, slowly and painfully, and in as complete a way as it can possibly manage. This is why that recording of somebody cursing the Traveler on their lost Arcadia jump ship is so important. It shows what the witness wants. It shows the witness's ultimate victory. It wants hopelessness. It wants the dread. It wants everyone to know that the Traveler is not going to save them. Why does a god care about what mortals do as they interact with it? The answer is really simple. The god is cruel. The witness is cruel. But that cruelty has reason. It is based in a little nuance. It is only cruel because of its hatred for the Traveler and anything that it seems to uplift. The witness wants people to see the Traveler as it and perhaps its precursor creators had. When the precursors were abandoned, they didn't see the Traveler as their great savior anymore. They saw it as a grand traitor, an apostate to the final shape and the source of their suffering. The one thing that could potentially have merged with the Veil and allowed them to bring peace and consistency to the universe, something that would have allowed them to eradicate chaos, and yet something which abandoned them in their greatest moment, which could have been their greatest triumph. Now that we've also encountered the witness, it has seen fit to make us suffer too. If it does manage to enact the final shape, it makes me wonder if those that were aided by the Traveler will suffer greatly at the end. If the witness does attain the power to reshape all of reality to its image of perfection, then our suffering as opponents to that new status quo might be more than legendary. It might be eternal. One would hope that that isn't the case. After all, the final shape as the witness sees it is meant to be an end to chaos and an end to pain. No more life, no more death. But the witness has shown itself to be cruel, and has shown that it hates. And if it is given total control over the universe, I would hate to see what happens to those of us that it hates. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully this gives you a bit more of an insight into the witness and maybe some other characters within Destiny's universe. In particular, I know that sticking in my mind is that last note from Ido about the difference between what we saw in Unveiling and the actions as displayed by the witness. The witness and the winnower seem to be different. In fact, that's a tangent that I need to go on a bigger video about. I've already written the script for it and I'll be recording it next, but you can expect a massive video on the winnower and the witness next. In particular, I want to answer the question of, is the witness the winnower? Or at very least, try to answer it. It's a very hotly debated topic in the lore, and I wanted to wait a long while before I actually approached it. I needed lightning to strike on that particular topic, and thanks to another content creator out in the community called Venextron, I actually did have that lightning strike. So, with all of that said, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're looking forward to that next video because it's going to be another long one, and it may well be one of the more important videos I've made over the 10 or so years I've been covering this game. That being said, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, and leave your own thoughts down below in the comments section. Do you reckon that there is anything behind the hatred of the witness that explains more? Is there a reason for it? We haven't exactly seen some hatred generator where it's using our suffering to power anything. We haven't seen any purpose for it personally, aside from the hatred it bears for the Traveler. What does this make you feel? And, of course, if you want more Destiny content, go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell next to subscribe to turn on those email notifications. But as per usual, know that your viewership, as always, is quite enough for me. And to that, in the meantime, my name is Bife. Rodacia ad Astra. I'll see you, Starside.
We're back in the backyard. Well, it's loading, but you get the point. Oh god, they're very upset with me. Oh god, no. They're breaking everything. Oh god, there's still more. Look at all this sticky goo on our base. Oh.
All right, here they are. All tucked in with the outfits and backpacks they were snatched in. As requested, they're strapped and synced with scabbies for whatever they might run into down there. You do realize the director will have our heads if he finds out we're removing company property?
Can you sleep at night with what this company's doing? We need to do something.
Is Dr. Tully even alive? The field team reported him missing months ago. You are prolonging the inevitable.
Wendell, wherever he is the only hope for these kids.
Jeez.
I'll make the delivery to his yard discreetly. No one is even going to know.
I hope you know what you're doing.
That's how we ended up in the backyard. Breaking everything we have. Again and again. I just don't know, like, so did they, like, kidnap these kids to do this test on them? That's fucked up. Like I said, dark. This is very dark. Aha. Oh, there's some rocks in here. And a cookie. Invincible shielding? What? What did I open? What is that? Oh, is that the sandbox? Actually, I have no idea. It looks like it. Or something.
What is this? I don't remember this being here. I'm having an anxiety attack!
Aha! Oh, God, why did I get scared? It was like a loud sound, so... What is that? Oh, more rocks! Is that it? Is that all that was in here? And lily pad wax. Sure, we'll take those home. Oh, I'm not looking back! Holy shit! I know this is not the ocean, but we're small, so that thing is like a leviathan. Fuck. Oh, you got me right on the butt. Am I gonna have to battle you? Looks like it. Ooh, I hit a crit right there. Oh, shit. Oh, thank you. I just want nuts.
Let's see what.
Why? 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 Can you go away? Oh god, it's so disgusting.
Director Schmechter, the head of the science division, oversaw Dr. Tully's projects at Ominent. Dr. Tully's disdain for Director Schmechter was even more than his disdain for soggy French fries.
Ugh, soggy French fries.
They had many disagreements over the years over the direction of the science division. If Schmechter is involved with this, I can assure you he is up to no good. That is what Dr. Tully would say. I have never met the chap and so must reserve judgment. Raisoning is an advanced form of dehydration and an unfortunate side effect of the shrinking process on humans.
Oh.
It appears to become worse with each subsequent...
I thought it was just because they were getting old and they were calling it raisoning like as a joke. I didn't know it was an actual that.
Even without prolonged use, it is a degenerative malady that has no cure at this moment.
Oh. So you're saying that we will become raisins?
At the time of his disappearance, Dr. Tully himself was keenly experiencing the side effects of raisoning and was actively working on a solution. That research is currently on hold. Good news for you, however. Ocular analysis indicates a normal number of folds on your face for a human of your age.
Okay.
Quite late. How can I help you today?
So we did give you the burgle chip, obviously. No. Ow. Y'all need to leave me alone. I'm going home. So the problem with the jerky is it doesn't really give you that much food compared to just directly cooking it. And basically what I've found out is that's kind of where you make meals. That's better. We can make the brittle plating now. It's 1 sap and grub.
Can I put that in a lasagna?
No!
Okay. I
grabbed it out. Don't worry. I pulled it out. You're fine. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Maybe, maybe if I throw it up onto that thing. Oh, shit. What do you mean we're building the stupidest thing? This is a good architecture.
No,
Whoa! That launched me for some reason.
Oh, technically we need one, but
Got it. Yay! Finally, a stairway up here.
Rotten food, rotten food, rotten food, rotten food. Slowly. Oh, fresh. Where's the fresh bit?
Oh God. Oh, now we're in trouble.
Okay, run.
You got another one on you now?
Fucking hell. Why do you got 3 of them on you?
Got one. Yeah, that's an antlion that's like stronger than the others, and they throw ants at you.
What about
and
the
stuff.
spider behind you?
Oh, yeah, we run away from that. Oh, I had a freaking crit on that.
Run away. Oh, he's back.
Oh, there's an antlion.
Cool. Wow, I just spawned it and he didn't dig out the ground.
Block. Yeah, you gotta like a parry or like at least block their attacks. They are bad. Block. Like they'll yeah, they make weird sounds too.
I was gonna say it's a really weird noise.
No, not kind of satisfying. It's got this little like. Oh, I just hit 2 crits right there. Get fucked.
Huh. Whack-a-mole, but there's only one hole.
This ant's like, don't mind me, just walking by. There's literally a garbage place, and you just threw your freaking weapon. Hey, look, a
I'm trying to figure out what the button was.
What are you doing up there?
There's so much salt in here.
It's Reddit.
Are we in Twitter?
Or that.
I cannot bear to live on myself any longer.
So that's what raisoning looks like.
Inhuman, less than the insects that are my only
Look at that picture.
now.
Ooh,
there's stuff in here.
Stuff.
Spicy shard.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, spicy arrow. And candy corn.
Like lurk and shriek, doomed to the executioner's axe. Trudy was right all along, as she always is. And what remains? I'm a failure as a scientist, as a husband, and as a father. I have no choice but to remain here, living exiled in the backyard. I have diverted my remaining strength and will into finding a cure for this malady, this raisinification, if you will. It is my only hope.
All right, let's see where.
All other research initiatives must be placed.
Oh, this shovel.
Too late. It may already be too late.
Okay, so.
It is only fitting that I am so small, tiny, minuscule, just like my legacy.
So, the shovel was saying, I'm like trying to think like, this diagram's confusing. And then the sandcastle ain't really helping either. Wait a minute. What if this is a clock? And that's...
I'm just looking at the top right. This is like, wait till like the sun's out by the shovel.
So like maybe like 6:30 or 3:30 or whatever. And like we watched the... Yeah, like, or a sundial or something? Okay, so what time is it now in the game? Okay, well, it's definitely not 3. Is it daytime? No, it's nighttime. So let's go sleep. All right, let's try that out. So we'll have to keep track of our clock.
Anyone else tired?
Go to bed, you fuck. It's all Reese. All Reese, run. Oh, I hit a crit. Yeah, you just Goomba'd it. Oh, god damn it.
I didn't like the Goomba. Oh.
Oh, ow. God damn it. I'm coming.
You saved my life. Thank you so much.
I did, yeah. Nice
by the way, you
sarcasm.
got me on 1 second.
I should let go for your sarcasm.
You got me on 1 second.
Oh. 25. Oh, there it is. Right here.
Oh.
It's a key.
Skull key. Skeleton key.
Melted moat key. Yes, in the moat. All right, now hopefully it gives us something good. Maybe a gold milk molar or a burgle chip. Oh. Wait, and a letter. A note dealing how to make a particularly deadly weapon? Salt Morning Star? We gotta make it. I wonder what we... Oh, so let's see.
What you call it? A Morning Star Salt or something?
It needs 2 salt globs, which we don't know how to make. 10 tough gunk, which I know how to get that. You gotta battle the tough bugs, like the roly-poly. And 5 gum nuggets. It's a tier 3 weapon.
Star.
Holy shit. Oh my god, the stun it can do! There's no creepers. Nice try, Anarchy. Hey, Fit, that's our house. Here, you can come in as food.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. There's a lot of water fleas down here, too. I just love if you look at their face, like, up close, they kind of look like they have, like, little chubby cheeks and a little mouth, like...
Are you beach ball with wings?
Looks like a Ghostbuster character.
Chop. Oh, yeah, you can cut through it.
All right.
Thing.
Might as well go here first. Yeah, if you need air, there's air behind you, like in the little tunnel.
Air pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. This makes
oh, shit. There's a diving bell spider. Hey, wake up, bitch. Ow. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. This is the Haze Lab. What?
You never went through this bit?
I did, I think. This is where I battled the ladybug.
It's got special forces badge, a notebook, and stuff like that.
Let's see what the badge does. Damage resist, but minus attack damage. Hey, there was something at the end of this.
Oh, 10 seconds of water. Oh, nah, I made it.
Just pretend it's beef jerky.
Just pretend it's beef jerky. All right, come on.
That's beef jerky. Just
yeah. All right. Here it goes. Reese, get down! No, you're not allowed to sleep! It heals. It's like Snorlax.
Ooh.
This is actually working very well.
Yeah.
Holy flip! All right, let's find another roly-poly.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you can go inside the that actual garbage area, and there's like candy and stuff that normally is in there. Oh, something's moving. Oh, it's a roly-poly.
Aha! I think he's stuck in a blade of grass.
No!
Stop it!
Yay! And still no head. No head?
Smash his phone.
What? What is it? Yo, it's prone. It's doing the tactical crawl. Look at that.
Oh.
Tactical crawl, ladybug. You disturbed its mission. Oh, that's fixed.
Oh, to get out? Oh no.
It's dead.
Oh.
Ooh, soda for me over here.
Go inside this can.
Oh.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
A sickly one again, though.
Yeah. I think the non-sickly ones are like up in the other area.
Oh, shit.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
Get out of the sleepies. Ah, still no head. Bro's just letting it happen.
Is Web or something stalking him?
I don't know. Dead.
Did you find something good?
I found the key! Valhalla! Ow!
T-tap him. Oh, snail face.
Open chest! Oh my god, there's so many good things.
Oh.
Inventory full. Let me,
I'm stuck.
Oh. Oh no! God damn it, Reese.
I'm pressing a bunch of buttons. I'll probably find some way to cheese out of it.
Maybe if I kill you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Peter, hang in there. You're gonna be okay.
Please.
One tiny Pete, back in the game.
Okay,
Oh wait.
Oh wait, there we go. I can jump.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey! Just had to wedge me and use the grass.
Yeah, the grass.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Gonna bite your ass. I'm still tired.
You threw it at him and it didn't even hit him, but he didn't even react. He just kept sleeping. Oh, that's kind of
you know.
Hey,
like
I'm churning glue with. That's kind of disgusting. Look at this thing,
Reese.
Reese.
It's like making glue out of a horse. You know, it's easy.
Oh no! What is that?
Look around.
What the fuck is that? I want Among Us back. Is Reese still gone? Oh, he's gone, all right.
Making my way
downtown.
Oh, fast.
Ace is passed.
And I'm home now. Crossing some area and it's completely covered in that glowy fungal stuff.
Yeah, you're in that. That's the haze area.
You're gonna have fun in there.
Yeah, that's the haze.
I just passed through it. And ladybug took a hit for me.
Reese, a little hint.
Yeah!
You're on it.
So that salt does respawn then.
Yep. Oh, this one's got a lot of health. Oh, it's sleeping.
Whoa.
Whoa, shit. Yeah, it's got a lot of health. This is not a sickly one. Watch out! Oh, shit. That...
Remember me, I'm the one who had you, baby.
really hurt, too.
It's like a one thing from
God
Sergeant
damn it. Yay, we got a shell!
I just needed the grenade.
Ow.
No one wants Starship Troopers, so... Okay,
Wait, what?
Oh, you talking about the when he was riding on top of it and shot a hole in its back and threw a grenade in it?
There you go.
All right, so
When'd you learn to do
we're...
that, soldier? High school, sir. Don't you remember I was captain of the team? Like, how the fuck does playing football teach how to do that? It's one of the dumbest lines of that movie.
It's great. I love it. Good bug's a dead bug.
I guess we're doing this.
Hey, if it gets us a level 3 hammer.
I would hope.
You sound like a, why does it sound like a pig?
Wait.
Oh, his health just changed.
Why did it just change?
Just to your left.
I'll go get him.
Go get him.
I got him. You keep shooting him. Keep shooting him.
I go.
Oh, chibi. You sure you want to do that?
I'm gonna... I gotta learn it.
Starship Troopers!
What is he doing? Oh, he charged!
Oh, I can only focus on one of us at a time, so... Beat the shit in.
The weak spot is its belly, apparently.
Okay. Hitting the rear.
Yes! Yep.
Yep, that's a termite.
Oh my god, they spit!
Ow!
Oh, they are tanking everything. It sounds like a squeaky toy.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Oh no!
I got him. I got him. I got him. I got him.
Get to the face.
Okay, nope.
Please tell me you took that saving spot.
Yeah, I did. I just looked to my left and I see a Snoogie flying at me.
They sound like squeaky toys.
Punching a puppy or something. What is this?
3 of them.
It sounds like I'm beating up puppies. I don't like this.
Oh, they're so tanky for how tiny they are.
I know.
I was about to say they're so small. They got so much freaking health.
Is there anything else up
There's
there?
also a note. Oh, yes, there is.
Milk Muller.
It just doesn't know what to lock on to. It just takes It's so crawling this thing. Fall back, fall back. I got Loogie dog.
Where am I stuck on?
Oh shit, man.
I'm stuck on Reese.
You see the shadows, you guys running away.
Yeah, this is so bad. Yep. Yep. Oh shit, I'm out. What am I looking at? Oh, I'm in Reese's head. Oh, it's empty. Would you look at that?
It's not 4 eyes because I have glasses. It's because I've got double pupils.
I can see inside my mind. Can you stand next to it?
Right underneath here.
Oh. Oh, run!
Oh, there's one here, 2 here, 2 here.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, they're all running up to us. We can run down to the hole now, actually.
No, run!
Go, run! Oh no, this is a lady. Yeah, this is a larva hole.
Oh god, another one. Oh shit, run.
Oh, run! Get out! Follow me. Where are you guys going?
I don't know. Hey, I found the milk molar.
Quick! Get it! Let's go! I'll distract this one quickly.
Got it!
Keep running further down this way. Wait, there's no other way.
Wait. This way. Follow me.
Follow you. Ow, my ass! Holy shit, man!
I'm running alongside them.
Oh, they're still here.
Hey, go. Just keep running.
No, there's probably an entrance somewhere. Oh, yeah, where Reese is.
Hey, why is there hot coal here?
This heat is unbearable.
Yeah, there's one. There it is. Oh, you're right.
What? Ow!
Oh, that's a spicy katana.
Mastering secret? Oh, we gotta protect it.
Okay. Not good, not good. Oh.
Oh,
Why
I
am
got
I
two
still
of them. I'm about to
sizzling?
die. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh, it's all the bites, probably. Oh my god, there's like 7 of them with us in the bag here right
no.
now. Oh, hell no.
I got one.
God damn it.
No,
I'm about to go down. I'm about to go down. I'm about to go down.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
dead.
this is bad. Oh yeah, they're just destroying the shit out of it.
Oh, we can't let him. Oh, no.
Yeah. Ow. But we got a milk molar. No. This is your end. Oh shit, my ass!
Hey, leave him in the fucking loop.
This area is too hot for me.
Kill him first! Throw grass!
Fuck you, man.
That doesn't mean spam my res. Woo! God damn it!
Fuck you, man.
Please help.
My God. Maybe put it on top of our house. On top of the house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Start shooting at him with arrows. Go.
Hey!
Yeah, it works.
It worked perfectly.
See if we can use the black mushrooms for something.
Whoa, no!
Jimmy, those are pupas. Those are pupas.
And that's a freaking ladybird! Yeah, ladybird, right? That's what they're... the thing? Oh, thank goodness. What do we get? Ladybird shell. Ow. Oh my God! Wow!
There we go.
Oh my
Pupas.
God.
Oh, we need a level 3 axe.
Permission to scream? There's a car battery. Oh my God! Jonah! Oh.
Termites.
What?
We have to go after
I
termites.
want a donut. Whoa.
Hey, what's that over there? You see that?
Yeah.
Oh!
Reese, this car battery is dangerous.
No, it is.
That donut looks really good. Wait.
Oh, shit.
You got... Wait, how did you get a donut chunk? Ace, did you... Oh, no.
I can't get out.
You went in the middle of the... Did you get a donut chunk, though?
Yes, I did. I can't get out.
How do we, all right, Operation Save Reese.
Yeah,
He's a dead man. Let's go.
What is this?
There's a movie over there.
No! Oh, no! 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 Hey, this is my candy. I'm sorry, but it's my candy!
The hammer, get up here! You're gonna get over.
I got a dust mite. Oh my God!
Those nail clippers.
God
What's
damn it! We need a tier 3 thing. I found the sour
scab.
candy.
Oh, we need a 3 hammer.
For what?
Explaining
it. You didn't even.
No, I said like the same thing 3. Oh, never mind. My leg somehow survived that fall.
Oh my God! This is from the trailer.
This is the mantis.
This is the mantis.
Oh, so it's not actually here yet?
No, we gotta spawn it.
you
We
gotta
gotta learn
summon
it. So we gotta find like the things for that. Where? Tooth! There's the tooth. You missed.
Fucking chump.
The tooth has been found.
Oh no, I didn't do it. No, focus on him. Focus on him.
Why?
Too good at parrying.
And only parts again.
Oh my goodness, Gidget, they made it to the end of the video, and guess what that means? They get a reward, and it's you!
Bungie is great at mystery when it comes to their game lore. Halo did it, Destiny practically lives off of it. An interesting question I and many others have had over the last couple of expansions involves the witness and this symbol. What is it? What does it mean or represent? Let's discuss. Today we attempt to dive through lore and figure out what this is. Some call it the witness's symbol, maybe a witness staff or a pitchfork. I'm going to answer straight up right now and say I don't exactly know what it is, but we may have an idea. And we'll share some theories throughout this video, so leave your own in the comments down below. Let's first start with where we've seen this symbol. One of the first known locations that comes to my mind is in the Vow of the Disciple raid. As you traverse through the swamps and eventually enter Ralk's pyramid ship, you'll see a giant worm god with a machine hooked up to it. The symbol is on that machine. This was called the Upended, and it was a super weapon and energy converter used by Ralk, and believed to be created by him. The worm you see under it, Zeta, giving it power. Ralk used this machine to destroy worlds in the past and harness energy from his own sun.
The Upended. A title suitable for that which turns worlds upside down. When I was still uninitiated, I would stand guard at my...
I need to find the best way to learn math and science.
It's Brilliant.org.
Whoa.
Brilliant has thousands of interactive lessons in math, science, and computer science. You'll solve fun problems and learn from clear and intuitive explanations. Brilliant gets you hands-on.
I would look to the sky and see the two suns of my Lubre. One eternally shaded in the dark, the other always a brilliant blue. And in them, I had seen the folly of our kind. A fear of something we believed bigger than us, and a reliance on that which kept us. That blue sun that we harnessed our power from. A simple reversal of that power cracked the blue in half, shut it off. And Lubre died. I did not know it at the time, but it was necessary. And now that Savathun has trapped me within these walls, it will be necessary again. My witness. Whether I survive Savathun's betrayal or not, the Upended will ensure we salvage our perfect goal. The final abyss awaits us all.
In the same pyramid, you can also see this witness symbol during the raid. I'm not sure if there's a larger mural of it somewhere else, but it appears as some of these symbols near the totem encounters and so on. In concept art, it's just called Witness because it depicts the witness, but it's holding two objects. One kind of looks like the Upended but upside down, and the other is the staff thing. Or possibly the radial mast from Lightfall. Development always changes, so this might have meant something completely different back then. On the other hand though, it could be true, to represent the final shape and what the witness and its disciples strive for, maybe a way or path to achieving it. In Lightfall, the Traveler terraformed parts of the Witness's pyramid ship, unleashing a giant beam of light. This beam woke Nezarec, giving him powers of light and darkness, but also transformed the ship itself. Flowers began to grow, trees of silver wings, and a staff of light and dark. The question is, was this staff created from light and dark, Traveler and pyramid ship colliding, or is it more of a symbol of the Traveler's light and the Traveler's doing? We also see another variation of this in the Lightfall campaign. The radio mast and certain environments during the same mission look very similar. Same with the suppressor devices that the Shadow Legion themselves use. The radio mast was a pyramid artifact resonating with light. This was originally going to be used to link the veil instead of our ghost, or it was just part of the plan for Ghost to do it anyway. The mast was destroyed thanks to Rohan's sacrifice, but it also contains similar symbols.
We can't.
I have no choice. Nimbus, see you on the other side.
Rohan, what are you doing?
In the Pale Heart, we see a new variation of this logo. It has parts of the old one like the spoon-looking areas and lines, but also looks different, more evolved. Maybe this represents a more complete shape or goal of the witness. Or it's just some random symbol and lines to make the environment look cool. To me though, we can gather that these are all clearly related and tied to the witness, its disciples and their goals with the light and dark. When trying to research information on the symbol, I came across a post from Unicorn Defender, which brings up the idea that this symbol could represent the first knife. The community has discussed this. I've made many videos on the first knife before, but here's a little recap. The first knife is or was theorized to be the witness itself, so maybe that's what this means. I took another look at the lore cards containing those two words and found the following. The first one from The First Knife from Shadowkeep's Unveiling speaks about Gardener and Winnower as we know them. The Gardener proposes a new rule intended to foster diversity and innovation within this game. The rule is designed to diverge from the conventional standards or beliefs and help avoid stagnation or gridlock in this game. The Gardener wants this rule to operate independently and parallel to the existing rules to prevent it from being compromised. The Winnower, on the other hand, wanted the complete opposite. It worried that this new rule would wipe away the inevitable dominant pattern. Eventually, the Gardener and Winnower inserted themselves into the game, now able to influence its laws, went from observers to participants. The card ends with the discovery of the first knife, something that symbolizes the first act of aggression, the introduction of conflict, or a tool of change, marking a pivotal development in the ongoing dynamics of the game. Root of Nightmares added an updated entry titled Winnowing, which again mentions the first knife. Gardener and Winnower symbolize the dual aspects of existence. The Gardener represents creation, nurturing, and complexity, while the Winnower represents selection, destruction, and simplicity. Their interaction in shaping life and existence highlights the balance necessary between creation and destruction. The card says the knife's creation involves both Gardener and Winnower, and the gardens need knives. So with all of that, again, there's the allegory part of it, but Traveler and Veil could be Gardener Winnower, the first knife the witness itself, maybe what this symbol represents. Through the Precursor's crazy beliefs merging into the witness and discovery of darkness, they took upon this role of that first knife. To me though, maybe this all just represents the union of that final shape, when light and dark collide. The witness wanted to open the portal which required both powers, and on the pyramid ship, the Traveler's terraforming power caused this. A tree of silver wings would sprout, but also the symbol near Nezrak pointing directly at the portal in the Traveler. So those are some of my and the community's ideas, a possible representation of the witness and its goals like the final shape. Is it a union of light and dark, the first knife, or maybe just the language of the precursor species, different beliefs and different symbols, kind of like hieroglyphics? Let's hear your thoughts down below. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Sometimes we make lore videos like last video on the Whisper and the one before that about the Into the Light lore. Other times I like to speculate like this and try and figure out what some of these mysteries mean in the Destiny universe. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bungie released a new trailer titled Into the Traveler. It shows our allies fighting alongside us, Kaido Mithrax and Savathun, the Vanguard, and Cade 6 as he narrates speaking about this new realm. Welcome, Guardians, let's slow things down and take a look. We're going to roll the trailer first and then analyze everything afterwards. Here's a timestamp if you'd like to skip ahead.
When I woke up in this place, I could have almost believed it was paradise. I feel the light flowing through me. It's everywhere. The ground beneath my feet is a memory. So is the grass. And the sky, the warmth of the sun on my face. And around every corner, every familiar hallway, I keep expecting to see you. But instead, corruption, a blight, sickness spreading through the Traveler. Because the Traveler's where I am, isn't it? This disease, I can feel it too. Something in the pit of me knows it won't stop after it's consumed this place. You, me, the entirety of everything and everyone we know. It wants to infect it all. We gotta stop what's happening here.
Pass? Deal. Suche, was du siehst mit Google Lens. Hol dir jetzt dein Samsung Galaxy A55 inklusive Gratis-Buds FE ab einmal 1 Euro und sicher dir dauerhaft 200 GB extra Datenvolumen. Together we can. Vodafone.
Willkommen im Kurhaus der Ligen, Ihrem luxuriösen Ferienresort in erster Meereslinie an der Ostsee. Das Kurhaus befindet sich auf der beliebten Urlaubsinsel Rügen, in direkter Strandnähe und umgeben von wunderschöner Natur. Die Lage des Kurhauses ist besonders attraktiv, da kaum noch Projekte in direkter Küstennähe realisiert werden.
Now, before it's too late.
A final shape is coming.
So Cade tells us that he woke up in this place. How, we aren't exactly sure. As speculated before, is it sort of like an afterlife? Or was he just teleported here upon death in a parallel plane of existence? Regardless, Cade woke up and thought he was in paradise. He felt the light flowing through everything, the grass, the sun, the trees, but tells us that this is all a memory. Not sure about you, but when he said that line, I instantly thought about what the speaker told us.
The light lives in all places, in all things. You can block it, even try to trap it, but the light will find its way. And the traveler will protect itself.
The veil in concept art was described as a window into the mind and memory of the universe. Once upon a time, the traveler in the veil might have been whole. Osiris tells us this. Now we go inside the traveler. And inside, the traveler shapes the realm to its inhabitants' memories and desires. Our tower and places we visited, next to the witness's insane creations. The Pale Heart and Traveler are infected, Cade tells us. Corruption, a blight, and a sickness spreading. The witness then breaks through at the end of the trailer and says, enough. So to me, Cade seems to be in this realm for sure. Whether he can escape it or not, we don't know, but he acknowledges that he woke up here in this new place, and that it must be inside the Traveler. The witness also acknowledges Cade is here, at least in the trailer. And that witness moment in the trailer was pretty great. Mara told us that it was a being of pure rage, and it's starting to really shine through. It did it with Callus in Lightfall, and now Cade in the final shape.
Wanted it. You hold the universe in your grasp, and all you can think of to do with it is secure the veil. We will create the link. Infinite apologies. The veil is yours. It will be done.
We gotta stop what's happening here. Now. Before it's too late.
A final shape.
This infection Cade speaks of also made me thought of the Scion predictions back in Vox Obscura. With Witch Queen's release, the Scions made these predictions and they came true over the last year. The Traveler did get infected with darkness beginning in Lightfall and is seen corrupting even further in the final shape. The coolest part about all of this to me is the allies fighting alongside us. The trailer shows us the Vanguard, which makes sense. Zavala is back with a new voice actor, unfortunately, Ikora and Cade, but also characters we haven't heard mentioned yet. Mithrax, Kydal, and Savathun. The first two have been fighting with us for some time now, which makes sense, but Savathun is also here. She could just be fighting on her own, but she's shown right next to Mithrax and Kydal, so it seems more like an ally situation. She did partially help us back in Season of the Witch and Wish, but Savathun does have her own goals. Maybe now though she'll side with us with no tricks, at least for now. All it took was the possible end of the universe. Let's take a look at some other images and slow clips from the trailer. Certain areas you can see this infection of the Traveler growing. I thought this clip was pretty cool. We see a Guardian in sort of an upside down location. I'm not sure if it's actually like this gameplay wise or if the clip for the trailer was just flipped around, but here is the original next to the flipped version. I changed around when editing the video. Here's some shots we see of Cade. Maybe this is when he is waking up, but it appears to be early on in this realm. The Pale Heart and Final Shape campaign is going to be linear, and I'm assuming we start in these more beautiful areas and the corruption spreads as we go. Cade seems to be toward the beginning around the old tower. Some of these corrupted realms by the Witness look pretty cool. We've seen those hands reaching out before, and now we get a more in-depth look. Floating cube-like islands, a weird-looking symbol here, I can't tell if that's the Traveler or something different, and then a look at the Dread. Here's a better look at the witness when it begins to scream. You can see in the first couple of frames the outline of the witness itself with some giant monolith looking structure in the background. Here's some more shots of the environments and armor of the Guardians, also a new looking hive ogre. Maybe we've seen this before, but it's got some different looks around where its face would be. This one I thought was pretty cool. I'm not sure what the heck this creature is supposed to be. Is this some of the dread? Is it some other darkness creature frozen in this amber-like substance? Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Not sure about you, but with the trailers, Destiny 2 Into the Light, and the final shape content coming out, the hype has been growing and it seems like the game's been moving in a more positive direction, which is always great. If you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.
A final shape is coming.
What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with some Destiny 2 news, and we've got a bit of a mixed bag of updates today. The first thing we're going to talk about is the release of a new Final Shape trailer. This actually happened late last night, or I guess probably early evening in the US, but it would appear PlayStation accidentally managed to release a trailer a bit early on one of the platforms, and since Bungie hadn't actually made that announcement, they went ahead and posted the trailer anyway, so we now get a look at that. We'll talk about the destination, story elements, returning characters, and more. And then additionally, we'll talk about some updates coming to the game this week, some changes that we'll get in the patch at Weekly Reset, and some other updates relevant to the game in the next few days. So, as always guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today and find it useful. If you do, a rating below very much helps us out on the channel, but without further delay, let's get into it. And the first thing we should touch on here, but we get a new trailer for the Final Shape, and this is called Journey into the Traveler, and it certainly gives us a more high definition look at a bunch of the destination, but also more of the story components, dialogue from key characters, returning enemies, and much more. So I guess the first thing we should do is check out the trailer in full.
When I woke up in this place, I could have almost believed it was paradise. I feel the light flowing through me. It's everywhere. The ground beneath my feet is a memory. So is the grass and the sky. The warmth of the sun on my face. And around every corner, every familiar hallway, I keep expecting to see you. But instead, corruption, a blight, sickness spreading through the Traveler. Because the Traveler's where I am, isn't it? This disease, I can feel it too. Something in the pit of me knows it won't stop after it's consumed this place. You, me, the entirety of everything and everyone we know. It wants to infect it all. We gotta stop what's happening here. Now. Before it's too late.
A final
And so there we go. The Pale Heart is certainly looking pretty cool. And as I said before, it's nice to get some more sort of high definition images and a look at the variety on the destination. There's some cool flipped upside down stuff. And of course, we hear the voice of Cade 6, and we see Cade 6 right there on the Pale Heart itself.
Level up your gaming space with metal posters from Displays. Hang your
But also some of the internal spaces and the sort of darkness architecture in the Pale Heart are extremely cool. And as the trailer progresses, we sort of move from that earthly traveler style spaces where we've got the tower into these much darker zones where the vibe is totally different. A bunch have spoken previously about how this destination will be quite linear, but additionally we get a look at a bunch of enemies and characters. And it's curious because within the trailer, obviously, we see darkness enemies like the Tormentors and members of the Dread enemy faction. And then we spot what is possibly Kelgarath returning for the manyth time in Destiny 2, but equally in there we spot Savathun, Mithrax, and Empress Keitel. There's also a scene for a split second where we can see the Vanguard mentors as well as the Crow sitting together. So these will be little cutscene snippets from the story. And as well as members of the Dread enemy faction, we see a new Darkness boss, who's quite possibly a strike boss for the Pale Heart destination. So there's some really cool stuff in there. Be sure to let us know what you guys think in the comment section. A bit of an unexpected late in the day trailer, but nonetheless, it gives us a better look at the final shape. And I'd love to get your thoughts down below. Moving away from future content though, and let's talk a little bit about some updates coming to the game this reset. And we are going to get a new patch at reset, so there'll be some server maintenance leading up to it today. And one of the things that Bungie should be dropping is an update for Onslaught. So, as Bungie said a few days back, we're adding 2 additional weapon rewards to Onslaught and buffing trophies of bravery drops to help address issues where players aren't running full 50 waves or are leaving in early rounds. And so Bungie are given a chance for 1 additional weapon to drop when you complete a wave, and the drop chance will increase per wave until you get a weapon, with the drop being guaranteed on wave 50. But additionally, Bungie have said a bonus weapon will also drop after you complete wave 50 in either difficulty. So both of those changes combined means that completing 50 waves will guarantee 2 additional weapons. But Bungie are also increasing the number of trophies of bravery that we'll get by completing waves 40 and 50, as well as waves 30, 40 and 50 on legend difficulty. So keep in mind those changes dropping this week. Certainly it's going to make acquiring weapons, especially when you do higher wave runs, yeah, it's going to be much more rewarding. And Bungie have said, given that Shaq's vendor can't be reset and that engrams no longer drop once you've maxed him out, one of the goals with the additional trance for the weapon to drop is to increase the total rewards earned. But so hopefully overall that's going to be a positive update this week, and as well as the existing weapons in the loot pool, Hammerhead and the Forbearance will be added this week. So a couple of extra juicy things to go after, and if you want to check out a video with all of those weapon rolls, I will link it down below. A final thing to add though, and Bungie have been messing around with special ammo inside of Trials, and I have highlighted that beginning this week, Trials will return to the ammo meter system, as opposed to it using crates as it has in the past couple of weeks. So just a minor thing to keep in mind, but of course it will affect Trials of Osiris gameplay fairly significantly when it returns on Friday. So give us your thoughts about that. And otherwise, I'll keep you posted with patch notes when we get them. I'll have the vendor reset and the coverage for all of the new content this week later on. So keep it locked and loaded here on the channel, get subscribed and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any content. Once again, give us your thoughts on the final shape trailer that we've got and any of the changes that we're going to see this reset. And otherwise, as always, I very much appreciate you guys tuning in today, and whatever you get up to, I'll catch you all very soon.
I could have almost believed it was paradise. I feel the light flowing through me. It's everywhere. The ground beneath my feet is a memory. So is the grass and the sky. The warmth of the sun on my face. And around every corner, every familiar hallway, I keep expecting to see you. But instead, corruption, a blight, sickness spreading through the traveler. Because the traveler's where I am, isn't it? This disease, I can feel it too. Something in the pit of me knows it won't stop after it's consumed this place. You, me, the entirety of everything and everyone we know. It wants to infect it all. We gotta stop what's happening here. Now. before it's too late.
Als ich an diesem Ort aufwachte, dachte ich fast, es sei das Paradies. Ich fühle, wie mich das Licht durchströmt. Es ist überall. Der Boden unter meinen Füßen ist in Erinnerung. So wie das Gras. Und der Himmel. Die Wärme der Sonne auf meinem Gesicht. Und hinter jeder Ecke, jedem vertrauten Gang. Ich erwarte immer wieder dich zu sehen. Doch stattdessen Korrumpierung. Eine Verschandlung. Krankheit, die sich im Reisenden ausbreitet. Denn der Reisende ist dort, wo ich bin. Oder? Diese Krankheit, ich kann sie auch spüren. Etwas in mir weiß, dass er nicht aufhören wird, nachdem er diesen Ort verschlungen hat. Du, ich, die Gesamtheit von allem und allen, die wir kennen. Er will alles infizieren. Wir müssen das Ganze aufhalten. Jetzt. Bevor es zu spät ist.
Es reicht!
Eine finale Form nähert sich.
ハッピーデビルデイなあ、秘密帳の卵って知ってるか？一日誰にも知られずに卵を温め続けると、一つだけささやかな願いが叶うってやつ。最近見つけたはずなんだけど、不思議なんだ。僕、昔それを育てたことがある気がするんだ。その時も、今も、僕の願いは変わらない。お前が幸せになりますように。
427.000 Kalorien, 12,9 Gramm Fett, unter 20% Beliebtheit, Tendenz sinkend. Das ist der objektiv schlimmste Snack der Welt. After Eight. Denn für jede Milka-Neusette da draußen gibt es auch das Doppelpaket After Eight Mousse. Und niemand mag den Müll. Lüg mich nicht an. Niemand! Seit mehr als 60 Jahren wollen die Briten dir aber weismachen, dass Schokolade mit Pfefferminze ein aber leckerer und guter Snack nach dem Essen wäre. Aber denk immer dran, die schmieren sich auch Knorr-Gemüsebouillon aufs Toast. Und von solchen Snacks, die scheinbar niemand mag, aber irgendwie schon, gibt es ja so einige. Süßkram, den sich niemand freiwillig kaufen würde. Aber genug Leute es trotzdem tun. Oder Skittles ist in Wahrheit einfach ein großer Geldwäsche-Scam. Niemand frisst es, oder? Und ich bin heute da, um zu fragen, why? Und damit, hey Leute, ich bin's wieder, der süße Snack, der salzig wird, aus dem Internet. Was knabberst du gerne, das sonst keiner von deinen Freunden mag? Schreib mir deinen Snack-Kink in die Kommentare und bevor mir irgendjemand fairerweise vorwerfen kann, dass ich voreingenommen wäre oder meine Meinung ja nur subjektiv ist, mache ich das Video heute mal nicht alleine, sondern habe mir eine absolut fachmännische Zweitstimme mit eigener, absolut unbezahlter Ansicht geholt. Dominique!
Hier ist Opera GX, der erste für Gamer entwickelte Browser. Passe die Farben deines Setups mit...
Hi, ich bin hier und habe eine völlig individuelle und unbezahlte Meinung.
Richtig. Ja. So, willst du ein After Eight?
Ja, also ich meine, jetzt sind sie auf, jetzt liegen sie hier, jetzt riecht
das
sie schon so.
Warum riecht das aus der Verpackung so? Es ist ein... Ja, toll. Sieht aus, als hätte ich es bei Minecraft abgebaut.
Prost.
Stößchen. Thanks, I hate it.
Es ist nicht nur die der Geschmack.
Was denn sonst?
Es ist auch die Konsistenz.
Ich finde auch den Namen komisch.
Ja.
Ja, das passt sehr gut, die Reaktion. Hinfort in dein Kämmerchen. ich muss noch weiterarbeiten. After Eight. Schokolade mit Minze.
Gibt es wirklich Menschen, die das Vergnügen an After Eight nicht mit uns teilen?
Oh ja, ich. Ja, ich glaube nicht daran, dass es da draußen wirklich mehr als 5 Menschen gibt, die After Eight unironisch, freiwillig und gerne essen. Das ist doch Zahnpasta zwischen 2 hauchdünnen Milka-Platten. Warum würde ich das wollen? Ich hänge mir doch auch keinen Pfefferminz-Teebeutel in meinen Kakao. Und jede Statistik da draußen, die ich gefälscht haben könnte, aber nicht habe, ich verspreche es euch, sagt übrigens das Gleiche. After Eight ist für einen After-Abfalleimer. Was ist das überhaupt für ein Name? After Eight. Entweder heißt es nach 8 oder Arschachterbahn. Nenn doch deine Schokolade direkt Klabusterbeere 3. Und selbst wenn du so komisch sein solltest und After Eight lecker findest, dann sei wenigstens ehrlich zu dir selbst. Ein Plättchen ist vielleicht noch okay, aber mit jedem weiteren steigt der Wille zum Projektilerbrechen exponentiell. Lecker, lecker. Reiche Packung. Hast du noch Platz? Man muss dazu sagen, Jonas hat sich wirklich beschwert, als wir gesagt haben, After Eight wäre disgusting. Aber es sah gerade gar nicht so aus, als würde er es lieben. Und After Eight haben ja nicht nur die bekannte Vanilla After. Die After Eight Sticks, After Eight Adventskalender, After Eight Ostereier oder After Eight Pralinen. Dark Peppermint and Orange Flavor Fondant. Dark Chocolate and Peppermint. Dark Peppermint Crisp. Dark Peppermint Fondant. Dieser Dark Peppermint, ne, ist der auf der dunklen Seite der Macht? After Eight ist die Sith-Packung der Schokolade. Und ich hab ja eigentlich nichts gegen Pfefferminze. Schau dir eine Werbung von Fisherman's Friend an. Da platzt dem der Bug. Aber bei After Eight tun die auf einmal alle so, als wäre das irgendeine kulinarische Köstlichkeit. Und dann war denen die unheilige Kombination von Schokolade und Minze nicht mal genug. Es gibt auch noch After Eight mit Kirschgeschmack, After Eight mit Marzipan, After Eight mit Gin Tonic. Haribo Wodka Edition wann? Gin Tonic und Minze von mir aus, aber Gin Tonic, Minze, Schoko? Außerdem wurden die 1988 von Nestle gekauft. Seitdem gab es auch immer mal wieder Änderungen an der Rezeptur und mittlerweile ist noch mehr Zucker drin. Das heißt, wir haben jetzt die am besten schmeckende Version von After Eight. Und scheiße ist sie immer noch. Und ich möchte eine Sache dazu sagen, weil das haben wir gar nicht erwähnt, aber wir haben das gefunden. After Eight Strawberry and Mint. Erdbeere und Minze und Schokolade. Nee. Das ist disgusting, Bro.
Boah, die stinken
richtig
Ach, du meine Güte.
eklig. Aber die sehen aus wie die ganz normalen, oder?
Ja.
Ich finde die besser als die normalen.
Ja, weil die schmecken nach Erdbeere und Schokolade.
Aber gut ist es nicht.
Nee.
Oh.
Time to make a difference. Ja, hört auf damit. Hört einfach. Lass das. Mach.
Boah. Hallo? Ey Mann, wirklich immer wieder der gleiche Mist mit meinen Daten im Internet. Jeder hat sie und keiner sagt mir von wo. Immer auf Zustimmen gedrückt, da in den Abo-Letter gestolpert, einfach mal aufs falsche X gedrückt und schwupps, schon bekommst du pro Tag 12 auf 20 E-Mails, die dich über die neuen Traktor-Unterboden-Schraubenkappen informieren. Und wie bekommt man das wieder weg? Stundenlange Drückerei durch Abmeldeformulare, die auf Seite 38 dann crashen und du von vorne anfangen musst. Ach, könnte man sich die Zeit nur sparen. Ha, das kannst du doch mit Incogni! Einfach auf incogni.com/alternativ gehen und das für dich ausbaden lassen. Incogni nimmt dir nämlich einfach die Arbeit ab, dich durch Datenkataloge zu kämpfen und deine persönlichen Informations wieder wirklich persönlich zu machen. Und Incogni zeigt dir sogar an, wie viel Zeit du durch sie gespart hast. Wenn du das nämlich selbst machen würdest, würde das nämlich literarisch Wochen, Monate oder Jahre dauern. Ob Name, Adresse, Telefonnummer, IP-Informationen oder sogar Arbeitsverhältnisse und Kaufhistorien. Incogni kann für dich das ganze Internet nach deinen Daten durchforsten und terminieren. Und schon kannst du das Internet wieder ganz ohne personalisierten Dauerdurchfall genießen. Ich hab die schon und du kannst sie auch haben, indem du einfach auf incogni.com/alternativ gehst und mit dem Code MALANATIV fette 60% beim Jahresabo sparst. Also worauf wartest du? Make Privatdaten great again! Dafür möchte ich eine Cappy und eine Bibel. Aber wenn du jetzt denkst, dass Nestle die einzigen Geschmacksverbrecher sind, falsch gedacht.
Guck mal hier, Schokolinsen, die lassen dich auf der Verpackung mit keinem Satzzeichen auch nur ansatzweise vermuten, nach was die wirklich schmecken. Mit erfrischendem Pfefferminzgeschmack. Wenn ich eine Erfrischung will, dann esse ich doch keine Schokolade. Oh, erstmal auf Mallorca chillen, ich nehme einen Jägermeister auf Zottmonte. Lecker. Schokolinsen sind die Smarties für Bürokaufmann von Welt. 3 Linsen zu viel und du verstehst, warum es Fangnetze an Hochbüros gibt. Und wie schmecken die eigentlich wirklich? Mundchen auf, lecker, ui.
Und du hast recht, die sind disgusting.
Boah. Ah.
Ich verstehe, was ihr mit Erfrischung meint.
Nee. Nee, ich nicht.
Nein.
Warum? Die schmecken noch viel schlimmer, als ich die in Erinnerung hatte. Warum gibt es so viele Pfefferminz-Schokolade-Kooperationen? Das ist nicht annähernd so beliebt, wie es die Produktvielfalt vermuten lassen würde. Und trotzdem gibt es sie in den kreativsten Formen. Guck mal hier, Stork. Die haben die Scheiße einfach umgedreht. Die haben Pfefferminzbonbons rausgebracht. Soweit, so okay. Aber dann haben die da einen flüssigen Schokoladenkern reingepumpt. Die haben Schokolinsen umgedreht. Lokoschinsen. Die haben...
Minze.
Oh mein Gott! Malte, möchtest du vielleicht ein leckeres Mintbonbon?
Auf jeden Fall.
Guck mal, wie gut das aussieht. Das sieht gar nicht so gut aus.
Also flüssiges Schokoladencreme. Ich finde es nicht gut.
Ja, schmeckt gar nicht noch so viel.
Du bist da was ganz Großem auf der Spur.
Nee.
Ich glaube, das ist giftig.
Ja, das war widerlich. Trotzdem geben die uns aber eine sehr gute Überleitung zu einem anderen Süßigkeiten-Schwerverbrecher.
Ja, das kannst du behalten, dein Haribo. Ich bring dir das wieder zurück. Hans Riegel aus Bonn, mein alter Freund und Nachbar. Es hat immer nach Zucker neben der Fabrik gestunken. Wir müssen uns aber mal so über einige von deinen gar nicht so bärenstarken Produkten unterhalten. Bevor ihr nämlich ausflippt, die stinknormalen Gummibärchen sind maximal die Ursache für 2 meiner Füllungen, aber hier gar nicht das Problem. Haribo sind nämlich auch Teil des Schokominzverbrechens. Obwohl Lakritz in Deutschland generell gar nicht so beliebt ist, muss man den lassen. Die haben echt eine große Lakritz-Auswahl. Und ja, das ergibt auch gleich Sinn. Aufgerollte Telefonkabel. Meine Schwester hat als Kind mal unsere Leitung gegessen. Salzig süße Brezel fusioniert mit Weingummi, diese Teile und Haribo Konfekt. Um nur ein bisschen was aus dem Produktsortiment zu nennen. Und in den Konfektpackungen gibt es dann eine Zusammenstellung aus Lakritz mit Kokos, mit Kirsche, mit Orange. Hier ist wirklich für jeden was dabei, wenn man eine ganze Familie traurig machen will. Aber mein Lowlight der Verpackung: Lakritz Schokokonfekte. Lakritze und Schokolade. Oh je, Mini, Alter. Und dafür ist ein Schwein gestorben, Alter. Da steht Veggie drauf, komm her.
Oh. Was schlimm? Oh je. Also ich mag Lakritz, aber ich kann mich daran erinnern, dass ich die nicht mochte.
Die sind disgusting, Bruder. Und als man bei Haribo dann die Beliebtheitswerte von Lakritz gesehen hat und mit der Beliebtheit von Pfefferminzschokolade verglichen haben, dann dachten sich die in der Produktentwicklung, da gehen wir rein. Mit dem Haribo Schokominztraum. Naja, ich habe auch mal geträumt, dass mir jemand mit einer Gabel die Augen aushüllt, ne? Das war auch ein Traum. Kein guter.
Schokolade mit Minze, mit Lakritze.
Irgendwann ist Schluss. Schluss mit Minze.
Und manche Sachen heißen ja auch einfach nur komisch. Malte. Hi, na? Katzenzungen zum Beispiel. Warum heißen die so? Angeblich, weil die aussehen wie eine Katzenzunge. Aber habt ihr euch die mal angeguckt? Lecker. Nee, jetzt mal ehrlich. Das sieht eher so aus, als wollte es mich essen. Aber immerhin schmecken die ja normal.
Hä? Das sieht aus wie ein Tropfen. Das sieht aus wie ein Löffel. Das sieht doch nicht aus wie eine Katzenzunge.
Ich fühle mich jetzt wie eine Katze.
Miras Zunge schmeckt auch ganz anders, finde ich weird.
Einzig leckere heute. Ja, ist halt Schokolade. Aber dann hast du wieder so Sachen wie Puffreis. Du kannst doch nicht etwas Puffreis nennen und erwarten, dass es unangesprochen bleibt. Ist heute wieder All-You-Can-Eat-Buffet im Artemis oder was? Hier, mein Sohn, Puffreis. Das klingt wie eine Geschlechtskrankheit. Sie haben einen akuten Fall von Puffreis. Und dann ist es auch noch so eine komplette Enttäuschung. Der schmeckt genau für 0,35 Sekunden fruchtig brausig und danach wie altes Verpackungsmaterial.
Meine Theorie ist, in Puffreis wurde mein PC geliefert. Ja. Wobei die Dinger wahrscheinlich auch noch gesund sind.
Ja, das glaube ich auch.
Ich glaube, das ist Maisstärke. Ich glaube, man hätte die essen können.
Ja.
Wir sind da was ganz Großem auf der Spur.
Und dann heißt Marshmallow in Form gepresst einfach Mäusespeck oder was auch immer das hier sein soll. Aber selbst wenn der Name stimmt, ist es ja nicht automatisch gut. Schweinekrusten sind ganz genau das, wonach sie sich anhören. Ich meine, die Normales unter euch ziehen sich vielleicht gerne eine Tüte Chips zum Film rein. Aber wie wäre es stattdessen mit frittierter, in eigenem Fett zubereiteter Schweinehaut? Knusprig, würzig, lecker. Nee, danke, ich würde lieber gerne keine Schweinehaut inhalieren. Und ich glaube Malte auch nicht.
Wieso redest du so über meine Mutter? Den besten, schlimmsten Namen haben für mich aber immer noch Dickmanns.
Mann ist der Dickmann.
Mann ist der Dickmann. Das darfst du einem Amerikaner nicht sagen. Jetzt fällt mir das auf. Das ist ja trippeldeutig, Alter. Mann ist der Dickmann, weil ein Amerikaner ist ja auch dick.
Ja!
Hä, das war der Witz? Ich hab das geschrieben.
Aber er hat doch auch einen Dick.
Ja, exakt. Wieso heißen die Super Dickmann? Ne, die Kleinen heißen Mini Dickmann. Aber was ich mich frage, wo ist der normale Dickmann? Und was sind Dickmanns dicke Eier schon wieder? An Weihnachten gab's Super Dickmanns dicke Nüsse. Was kommt als nächstes? Super Dickmanns extra harte Hodensäcke oder was? Und das Schlimmste, die sind alle nicht lecker. Und es macht auch keinen Unterschied, ob du jetzt einen mit weißer, dunkler oder heller kakaohaltiger Fettversur frisst. Die schmecken einfach alle nur übertrieben süß. Und welches Schwein hat sich überlegt, dass Matschbrötchen eine gute Idee wäre? Zucker mit Fett und Pappe eingeklemmt zwischen 2 Weizenbrötchenhälften. Esspapier ist dagegen eine nährreiche Mahlzeit. Ne, ich würde lieber einen Kuchen Oblaten essen, als nochmal einen Dick. Mann, der Dickmann. Die Kleinen sind gar nicht so dick. Es schmeckt einfach, als hätte mir jemand in den Mund geatmet. Die schmecken alle gleich. Bist du glücklich, wenn du die frisst? Ja, was tust du?
Die schmecken wirklich gleich. Warum verkauft sich das immer noch?
Full Hate an der Stelle. Aber nochmal zurück zu Esspapier. Kennt ihr die Benjamin Blümchen-Torte? Das, was unter der Figur ist, das kann man essen. Ne? Es schmeckt literarisch nach nichts, weil es auch nichts ist. Esspapier hat Nutri-Score A. Ist auch schwierig, was Schlechteres zu erreichen, wenn du zu 90% aus Luft bestehst. Das ist einfach nur sehr flaches, eingefärbtes und an irgendwelchen Aromen vorbeigelaufenes Verpackungsmaterial. Und thematisch recht nah bei unseren Super Schokoküssen sind auch Schaumwaffeln. Liegen geschmacklich irgendwo zwischen gezuckertem Bauschaum und zwischen 2 leeren Amazon-Kartons. Optisch versprechen die hier eine Menge. Aber es schmeckt einfach nur nach Pappe mit aufgeweichter Pappe. Und bleibt mir weg mit euren Kindheitserinnerungen. Nein. Ihr seid durch Nostalgie verblendet. Die sind dieses Kirmesfood, was du dir als Kind reingezogen hast, weil es einfach übertrieben süß ist. Aber weiter entfernt von gut schmecken kann kaum etwas sein. Genau wie diese hässlichen Zuckerperlen in Babyflaschen. Liebesperlen hatte ich nochmal anders in Erinnerung. Aber das ist einfach nur bunter Zucker. Oder Zuckerwatte. Weißt du, wie viel Zucker man braucht, um eine Zuckerwatte zu machen? 5 Gramm. Das ist umgerechnet nicht mal einen Cent wert. Und wie viel kostet nochmal eine Zuckerwatte? Das ist so krasser Scam, Alter. Vor allem, wenn ihr euch anguckt, wer das erste Patent für eine Zuckerwattemaschine angemeldet hat. William Morrison. Das war ein Zahnarzt. Der hat den Rubel rollen sehen, sage ich euch. Und alles, was eine Kirmes kulinarisch zu bieten hat, ist schlimm. Wann hast du das letzte Mal gedacht, boah, jetzt ein Lebkuchenherz? Ich habe noch nie jemanden so ein Ding essen sehen. Außer Kinder, aber die zählen nicht. Die essen alles. Was ist deren Existenzgrund? Nicht von den Kindern, sondern von Lebkuchenherzen. Du kaufst die ja nicht, um die zu essen, auch nicht die Kinder, sondern um sie zu verschenken. Auch nicht die Kinder. Wir reden über die Lebkuchenherzen. Normal. Und dann hängen die 20 Jahre irgendwo rum, werden hart und schmecken scheiße. So wie Kinder und so wie...
Oh, hallo. Kommen wir nochmal zu klassischen Snacks zurück. Die kann man ja nicht nur in süß-salzig einteilen, sondern auch in Jahreszeiten, wann die in den Regalen stehen. Und ganz besonders Ferrero ist bei dieser künstlichen Verknappung ja ganz weit vorne mit am Start. Die machen jedes Jahr eine Sommerpause. Full Hate an dieser Stelle. Raffaello wird einfach mit Erlebe den Sommer mit allen Sinnen beworben. Blöd nur, wenn die Sinne erst im Herbst wieder anfangen. Aber darum soll es ja auch gar nicht gehen. Raffaello ist das Beste, was die jemals rausgebracht haben, Fight Me. Ganz weit auf der anderen Seite dieses Geschmacksgrafen steht aber
Mancherie mit der Piemont-Kirsche. Wer kann dazu schon Nein sagen?
Ich kann dazu gar nichts anderes sagen als Nein. Alkohol und Schokolade sind 2 Dinge, die niemals hätten aufeinandertreffen dürfen. Das ist wie Cola küsst Orange, aber die Cola ist Kotze. Und es ist für euch hoffentlich nicht neu, aber die Piemont-Kirsche gibt es gar nicht. Es gibt zwar die Region in Italien, aber Ferrero kauft die Kirschen halt da, wo sie am billigsten sind. Chile, Polen, Deutschland zum Beispiel. Aber die Gemeinde Ottenbach-Kirsche klingt halt einfach nicht so gut. Und selbst wenn es diese Kirschensorte wirklich geben würde, dann würde sie ja immer noch in Ethanol baden. Und deshalb hat Ferrero sich vor einigen Jahren überlegt, wir sollten mal etwas Neues machen. Ohne Alkohol? Nein, mit süßerem Alkohol und Orangenlikör und Wodka. Haribo Wodka Edition, wann?
Genuss pur. Für alle Sinne, ja. Wusstet ihr, dass euer Arsch auch Geschmacksnerven hat? Genieße jeden Tag soll ich die...
Jeden Tag?
Ich bin Alkoholiker.
Oh mein Gott.
Warum ist die Hälfte nur verpackt?
Ich weiß es
Ich
nicht.
nehme den verpackten, weil ich traue dir nicht. Die sind gespiked. Da ist der Alkohol drin.
In den verpackten nicht, das wird man ja sehen.
Aber jetzt mal ehrlich, warum haben die kein Geld, alle zu verpacken? Das gibt doch
Das
gar
ist
keinen
besser für die Umwelt. Ich glaube, denen ist das einfach auch egal. Oh nein, wenn man das schüttelt. Ich merke die Kirsche da drin hin und her schwappen. Naja, Prösterchen, ne?
Welche Rabeneltern kaufen das ihrem Kind und denken, hier.
Ein unwiderstehliches Geschmacks... Boah, das wird immer schlimmer. Das wird immer schlimmer.
schmeckt alles scheiße.
Hey, die schlimmsten Sachen haben wir bestimmt schon geschafft. Es gibt Schokolade mit Alkohol in allen Formen und Farben und alle schmecken ausnahmslos scheiße. Wirklich, warum müssen Kakaobohnen dafür verschwendet werden, zu Weinbrandbohnen verarbeitet zu werden? Oder Eierlikörfässchen oder zu edlen Tropfen, die wirklich alles auf diesem Planeten sind, aber nicht edel, glaubt mir oder diesem sehr viel klügeren Mann da hinten.
Edle Tropfen, alles scheiße. Nix davon war lecker. Glaub mir, die edlen Tropfen sind das ekelhafteste, was man jemals einer Schokolade angetan hat. Bah!
Ja, die sind einfach für den kleinen Alkoholiker zwischendurch. Ihr habt selber gehört, Moncherie sagt, isst es jeden Tag.
Warum muss Schokolade überhaupt gefüllt werden? Wenn du eine Schokobanane essen willst, dann halt die doch einfach in den Schokobrunnen. Aber mach doch bitte nicht den hier. Gelee-Bananen. Der Minion unter den gefüllten Schokosnacks. Wenn es in dem Video ein paar Sachen gab, die du vielleicht lecker fandst, komm schon. Hey, bei Gelee-Bananen müssen wir alle auf einer Seite sein. Hast du dich schon mal gefragt, warum die so bananig, aber gar nicht richtig nach Banane schmecken? Hast du Bock?
Ich hab grad aufgestoßen und es hat nach so vielen Sachen geschmeckt.
Ich finde halt, wenn mir anguckt.
Was ist das? Warum ist das durchsichtig?
Das sieht aus, als hätte ich auf eine Nacktschnecke gebissen. Das sieht wirklich aus wie Nacktschnecke, Alter.
Das schmeckt so krass nach Banane und überhaupt nicht nach Banane. Wie geht das?
Schmeckt aber nur nach Shit, Alter. Hat mir Jonas jetzt in meine Schachtel geschissen.
Mann, nicht schon wieder.
Warum schmecken die nach Banane, aber auch nicht nach Banane? Das könnte daran liegen, dass es in erstaunlich vielen Gelee-Bananen einfach keine Banane gibt. Wir haben das nochmal extra gecheckt. Die haben Inhaltsstoffe wie Ananas, Apfel, Himbeere und Orange. Und zur Färbung Paprika. Fällt dir was auf?
Bananas. Rotate.
Wo Banane? Wieso? Ist keine Banane in Gelee-Banane. Vielleicht, weil die erste erfolgreiche Exportbanane 1960 durch einen Pilz ausgelöscht wurde? Das glauben zumindest einige. Die Gros Michel ist auch wirklich fast ausgerottet worden, aber die hatte überhaupt nichts mit unserer Gelee-Banane zu tun. Also, sorry, keine Ahnung, warum da keine Banane hinten drauf steht, aber es ist wohl auch einfach keine drin. Woher kommt dann aber der unbananige Bananengeschmack? Der kommt ganz unspektakulär durch das Aroma Isoamylacetat oder auch Essigsäure-Isopentylester C7H14O2. Und ja, das habe ich auch auswendig gelernt. Und das hat angeblich ein Geschmacksprofil von Apfel, Banane, Kleber und Birne. Banane steht nicht mal an erster Stelle. Und Kleber! Du kannst, das ist besser als Patterfix. Das schmeckt nach Pritzstift. Gelee-Banane ist eine Lüge. Keine Banane, Klebstoffgeschmack und eklig sind die auch noch. Weißt du, was dagegen hervorragend ist? Dieses Video, ne? Das kuriert nur für dich. Ganz speziell nach deinen Wünschen und Vorlieben zubereitet und mit persönlicher Widmung. Jakob.
Hör Audible Originals, Hörbücher und
In this video, I remade another 5 classic LEGO Star Wars sets, all the way from 1999, the year when the Star Wars theme actually started for LEGO. And let's get right into it. The first set I will be remaking today is 7121 Naboo Swamp, released in 1999, 62 parts, and it retailed for only $10. I actually have the original one, so we'll have a nice side-by-side comparison at the end. So, for a remake I decided to go with exactly the same blue 6x16 plate, and instead of 2 blocky trees we had in the original set I went with just one, but a little more detailed. It was actually one of the first time I built custom trees, but I think it turned out pretty nice. I also added some greenery to match the scene from the movie. Now I need 2 updated droid stabs, and for that I could have used official LEGO ones, but I decided to make my own because I recently found this odd shaped brown piece in a bin and I thought this would make a perfect lower part of the stab. And here's the finished stab. I think it looks great, although a little fragile. I'm also using this cool pink round tile from General Grievous wheel bike as a control panel. For this remake I will need 2 of those. As for the minifigures, I'll be using this Naboo dual Qui-Gon Jinn with a cape, and most recent Jar Jar. The droids, however, haven't changed since 1999, pretty much, but I added these tan bar pieces as backpacks. Now let's take a look at the original version of the set side by side with the update one. I think both look really nice, and I wouldn't say one is better than the other. I mean, yes, new one obviously utilizes more modern pieces and techniques, but it just wouldn't exist without the original one that some of you probably had as their first LEGO set. Moving on to the next set, 7101 Lightsaber Duel, released in 1999 as well, 42 pieces retailed for $6. So for this one I'm going to design Darth Maul's speeder, which is actually called Bloodfin, and also a small tattooing evaporator, which is built very awkwardly in the original set, so I'm gonna try to match that. For the Bloodfin I'm going for a little different color scheme because I believe it's more accurate, and overall my goal is to also make it thinner. The speeder is done, turned out pretty sleek in my opinion. And lastly, the evaporator, not much to say about this one, very simply built, but I think it works. Here are the figures. By the way, I gave Darth Maul this special hilt because I think it looks way better than the normal one. Another Qui-Gon minifigure. And here's the finished set. Next set, 7200 Final Duel 1 from 2002, 21 pieces and retail for $7. So this one is a pretty straightforward. I need to build a throne for Palpatine and also a window behind him. Let's start with a window. So I'm gonna use a TIE Fighter windshield and do this pretty simple frame around it. As for the throne, we've had many of them over the years, and again, I could have reused the official one, but I decided to build my own, inspired by the original design with two black slopes as a throne's back. Additionally, I've included two accessories holders behind the throne, where you can store Emperor's lightsaber and force lighting. And of course it can spin. And this is the figures I will be using. Here's how a finished set looks like. I also have Final Duel 2 remake from my previous videos, so we can combine them to get an ultimate Final Duel set. Now let's move to the fourth set, which is 4475 Jabba's Message, 2003, 34 parts and retailed for $7. We kinda got it remade two times already, first time as a part of Jabba's Palace set and second time not long ago in a Boba Fett Throne Room set, and both of them were pretty good actually, so I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here, and I'm gonna utilize most of the pieces from the Throne Room set and just change it up a little bit. Turned out pretty smooth, I would say, and now let's get to the figures. So C-3PO is the easiest one. Now for R2 I wanted to give him a third leg, and for that I'm going to use this technique. And voila. Lastly, the bib for doing the figure is also from the Throne Room set, which is actually inaccurate to the set I'm making, but I don't have any other versions sadly. But I also gave him a dark blue cape, which looks cool on him. And this is the finished set. Now the last set of today's video, 7103 Jedi Duel, released in 2002, 74 parts and retail for $10. This set was again kind of remade with 2013 Duel and Geonosis, but still I decided to give it a try, so here's my attempt at the speeder bike. Looks decent I think, but a little fragile because front and the back parts are connected only with one stud. Now the forklift from the original set is actually supposed to be part of the scenery, but I decided to actually make it a play feature like we had in Duel and Geonosis set, where you can clip Yoda figure and jump around with it. Here are the minifigures I will be using. And here's the finished set. Alright, that was so much fun recreating those small and nostalgic sets from the early days of LEGO Star Wars. I think my favorite is Naboo's one because of how packed this set is, and also I just love my design of an updated stab. So let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and I think I pretty much covered all $6 to $10 sets, and now I think I want to move to slightly bigger sets. So if you have any suggestions what I should do next, also let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, and see you in the next one.
What's up guys, Sam here, and today we have a LEGO Lord of the Rings 2024 leak special with new minifigures and sets. And very quickly, I am giving away a free Sauron minifigure, and all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is subscribe to the channel and comment down on this video. So stick with me for a brand new LEGO Lord of the Rings set reveal and an update on Barad-dûr, but in my last video we covered the LEGO Lord of the Rings revival coming in 2025, which means it's an exciting time to be a fan of Middle-earth. So starting off, we have some new information about the 18+ LEGO Icon set 10333 Barad-dûr, which has 5,471 pieces and retails at $460. It also includes 10 minifigures, with the first ever exclusive Dark Lord Sauron, along with the Mouth of Sauron, a Nazgul, Frodo Baggins and Samwise Gamgee, along with Gollum, 2 brown orcs and 2 green orcs. But what's really exciting is that the Nazgul minifigure is likely to be the Witch King of Angmar, and it's also heavily rumoured that this set will include a brick-built fell beast. The build itself will be 90 centimeters tall and 50 centimeters wide, with a light-up eye and a detailed interior similar to the Tower of Orthanc with rockwork around the base. So far we have a dungeon, throne room, treasure room and forge confirmed inside. And before we get to this new leak, we do also have set 40751, a Legolas and Gimli brickheads, releasing on June 1st, which along with this next set gives us a full mini 2024 summer LEGO Lord of the Rings wave. So Barad-dûr is set to be one of the biggest LEGO releases this year. There is a lot of anticipation for LEGO to bring back the LEGO Lord of the Rings theme. And we just had some huge news which does confirm this further, because LEGO will be releasing an exclusive limited edition gift with purchase set, which is only available when you buy Barad-dûr. So set 40693 will be an 18+ display promo set with 269 pieces, and it's not another brickheads build. Now it's possible that this set will actually be the Fell Beast and Nazgul rumoured inside the main set, but based on what I'm hearing from sources, we can expect to see a small diorama style build capturing a classic nostalgic moment. And if this source is correct, it will include at least one exclusive minifigure. Now, if I had to take a guess, I'd expect to see Isildur and the sword that was broken, or an update of the set that started it all, Gandalf arrives. But what makes this all even more exciting is that Rivendell did not come with an exclusive GWP. It just came with a Frodo and Gollum brickheads, which confirms that LEGO is taking the Lord of the Rings theme seriously, and we can expect a 2025 revival after all. But as always, stay tuned for more LEGO Lord of the Rings leaks and Star Wars leaks, so thanks for watching and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Flieg.
Ich würde hier wohnen. Also wenn du mir das anbieten würdest, ich würde jetzt einziehen.
Wunderschön einfach. Es passt einfach alles zusammen.
Also der Ausblick hat mich auch komplett umgehauen.
Guckt euch mal die Decke an. Die ist ja wunderschön. Oha.
Ist das ein Geheimgang?
Ja.
Seit jeher übertrafen sich die Menschen beim Errichten beeindruckender Bauten. Auch heute gibt es etliche solcher Konstrukteurinnen. Doch sie bewegen keine Steine, sondern Pixel. Nun lassen wir einen der besten von ihnen, Baumeister Klim, gegen eine Schar von Herausforderinnen antreten. Ihre Aufgabe, die Burgen des Mittelalters wieder auferstehen lassen. Wer überzeugt das Tribunal mit seinen Baukünsten? Und wer hat am Ende noch alle Zinnen in der Mauer? Findet es heraus bei Bau die Burg.
Abermals heiße ich euch herzlich willkommen zur neuen Folge von Bau die Burg, dem größten Fest seit der Krönung Karls des Großen.
Welche Krönung genau? Die im Jahr 768 zum fränkischen König oder die im Jahr 800 zum römischen Kaiser?
Das kannst du dir aussuchen.
Dann nehme ich den Kaiser.
Alles klar. Also dann willkommen zur größten Party seit der Krönung Karls des Großen zum Kaiser im Jahre 800. Heute werden wir erneut zwei berühmte BilderInnen gegeneinander antreten lassen, um prachtvolle Nachbauten einer Burg in Minecraft zu errichten. Dabei haben sie allerdings nur 12 Stunden Zeit und wer überzieht, schenkt dem Gegenüber wertvolle Punkte. Es treten gegeneinander an. Auf der einen Seite selbstverständlich unser liebster Klotzkonstrukteur Klim. Und auf der anderen die holde Herausforderin -11. Nun ist es an der Zeit, dass mein Lieblingsgeschichtsexperte André uns die Burg der Folge verrät.
Nichts lieber als das. Diesmal haben wir uns auf der Reichsburg Cochem umgesehen. Bei der Reichsburg Cochem handelt es sich um eine 100 Meter über der Mosel liegende Gipfelburg. Während der lange Zeit war sie aufgrund ihrer günstigen Lage äußerst umkämpft. Ihre heutige Gestalt trägt deutliche Züge der Burgenromantik des 19. Jahrhunderts. Heute stehen wir vor den Toren der Reichsburg Cochem. Ich glaube, wenn Touristen an deutsche Burgen denken, ist Cochem ganz vorne mit dabei. Und so eine Reichsburg ist was ganz Spezielles. Die meisten Burgen haben ja irgendwie einer Familie lange Zeit gehört, zum Lehen gegeben. Diese Burg hat dem König oder dem Kaiser direkt gehört. Das war sein Eigenbesitz, den er dann an Verwalter gegeben hat. Und wir haben hier zwei Verwalter auf so einer Burg. Wir haben einmal den Burggrafen, der war für alles Militärische zuständig. Und wir hatten den Kellner.
Den Kellner? Bei dem kann man dann Wasser bestellen, oder was?
Ja, genau das, was wir heute im Restaurant haben. Da kommt es her. Es kommt von Kellermeister. Die Aufgabe des Kellners ist die gesamte Verwaltung, also auch die umliegenden Güter zu verwalten. Über den Winter eine Burg zu bevorraten, ist echt eine Aufgabe. Und das war der Kellermeister. Und diese beiden Ämter zusammen, die haben für den König oder Kaiser das Ganze hier verwaltet. Und der hat die Einnahmen bekommen, und zwar einen ganz großen Teil der Einnahmen. Und so eine Burg an der Mosel ist natürlich auch eine wichtige Burg. Also er hat hier auch einen Machtsitz. Und wir haben so im deutschsprachigen Raum so locker 2 Dutzend dieser Reichsburgen.
Oh,
ja, das ist nicht ganz selten.
Ich bin komplett überwältigt. Ich war noch nie auf so einer schönen Burg. Also ich war schon auf ein paar, aber das hier ist so wunderschön, so detailreich und so. Man hat überall was zu gucken.
Ich habe das Gefühl, je länger diese Staffel Bau die Burg läuft, desto schöner werden die Burgen und desto fantastischer wird alles. Und so ist auch jetzt, ist krank.
Ich überlege aber schon die ganze Zeit, wie ich das Ganze hier umsetzen werde, auch von der Fläche her, von den Dimensionen, wie das passen könnte, auch mit diesen ganzen kleinen Details, weil die sind halt wirklich immens hier. Das ist wirklich extrem krass.
Hier können wir gut sehen, warum hier eine Burg steht. Die Reichsburg Cochem steht weit über der Mosel, du kannst das ganze Tal überblicken und als Zollburg war sie halt wirklich wichtig, hat große Einnahmen generiert. Wir haben Burgen, da gibt es sogar eine Kette durch den Fluss. Ob das in Cochem der Fall war, können wir gar nicht sagen, aber man kann halt hier absperren und jeder, der vorbei will, muss Zoll bezahlen. Zollgrenzen waren ein Riesenproblem, auch ganz lange bis ins 19. Jahrhundert. England und Frankreich zum Beispiel als homogenere Staaten hatten schon einen Zollbereich. Du konntest durch das ganze Land und musst einmal Zoll zahlen. Im deutschsprachigen Raum hattest du den ganzen Flickenteppich aus den ganzen kleinen Ländern und du musstest überall Zölle zahlen. Und das war ein Problem. Das war ein riesiges Problem für die Entwicklung der Industrie, für die Entwicklung des Handels. Diese Burg ist wunderschön, eigentlich zu schön, um wahr zu sein. Die ist in ganz weiten Teilen wieder aufgebaut. Es ist wieder im 19. Jahrhundert auf einer Ruine aufgesetzt worden, ist viel Geld reingeflossen. Man hat sich sehr bemüht, das Ganze historisch zu machen. Aber letztlich auch das hier Burgenromantik. Ist ganz viel romantisch verklärt, aber dieser Gesamteindruck, der ist halt ungebrochen. Der zeigt ja diese wunderschöne Burganlage.
Ja, also der Ausblick ist mindestens, also der hat mich auch komplett umgehauen, wenn man hier steht und runter guckt, das ist unglaublich schön.
Man kann sich nicht satt sehen.
Wirklich.
Nee, ja.
Es gibt nicht so wirklich einen Schieferblock in Minecraft, es ist auch so ein bisschen rötlich alles und da gibt es einfach keinen Block, der so ein bisschen rötlich ist. Es gibt ein paar Blöcke, die sind knallrot. Ja, deswegen versuche ich so ein bisschen darauf zu achten, das Ganze mit Cobblestone vernünftig zu bauen.
Wenn es jetzt bautechnisch nicht ganz so schön wird oder ganz so krass wird, Hauptsache ich habe diese kleinen Details mit aufgenommen und aufgefasst, weil das ist wirklich wunderschön hier.
So ein Brunnen wirkt erstmal so völlig normal. Ja, eine Burg hat einen Brunnen, ist klar. Aber was dahinter steckt, ist ganz spannend, weil der Brunnen hier ist über 40 Meter tief. Stellt euch vor, ihr müsst 40 Meter durch massiven Felsen graben mit den damaligen Methoden. Und das Allerschlimmste ist, wenn man sowas gräbt, man würde dabei ersticken, weil die Luft sich nicht mehr austauscht. Deine ausgeatmete Luft, das heißt,
Wie haben die das gemacht?
Die haben es belüftet. Die haben einen Schacht runtergebaut und den wirklich mit Blasenbälgern belüftet. Aber es war einfach Arbeit für Profis. Du brauchst Brunnenbauer, die waren gut bezahlt. Und wenn du so eine Burg bauen willst, musst du zuerst dich um die Wasserversorgung kümmern. Weil wie lange hältst du eine Belagerung durch ohne Wasser?
Ja, gar nicht.
3.
Ja. Überhaupt nicht. Und diese Burg wurde mehrfach belagert. Also wir haben hier mindestens 3 Belagerungen. Die war eben heftig umkämpft. Die musste bevorratet sein. Es mussten Versorgungsmöglichkeiten wie eben Wasser da sein.
Ja, entweder Brunnen oder Glück auf Regen, ne?
Ja, du hast teilweise Zisternen. Manchmal hast du auch Versorgung aus dem Tal, dass du quasi einen Esel runterschickst mit Fässern. Aber im Grunde genommen, wenn du eine Burg bauen willst, das Erste, was du tust, ist gucken, ob du Wasser findest. Und nur dann kannst du eine große Anlage bauen. Ja?
Also wenn ich belagert werden würde in dieser Burg, also wenn Internet da wäre, das ist ja wichtig erstmal, dann ist ja egal, weil kann ich ja bestellen. So. Aber wenn es nicht geht, weil ich belagert werde zum Beispiel, es wäre ja im Falle einer Belagerung so, dann würde ich wahrscheinlich gucken, dass ich hier Tomaten anbaue, dass ich hier genug Mehl habe und genug Käse. Dann mache ich einfach jeden Tag Pizza.
Hier der Bergfried, das Machtsymbol der Burg und tatsächlich, der ist rekonstruiert. Das Original sieht aber ganz ähnlich aus, also auch diese kleinen Seitentürmchen. Aber fällt euch irgendwas ganz Besonderes an diesem Bergfried auf?
Das Mosaikbild?
Ja, das ist der heilige Christophorus, der Schutzpatron der Reisenden. Und die Idee dahinter ist, selbst Reisende, die nur dieses Bild sehen, sollen schon geschützt werden. Und sowas hatten wir auf Burgen. Das ist jetzt aus den 1960er Jahren. Es gab im 19. Jahrhundert schon mal eine Variante davon. Aber solche Bilder an Burgen haben wir tatsächlich, die an einem Weg wie hier, der Mosel, als Reiseweg, den Leuten einfach Schutz bieten sollten.
Das ist ja lieb.
Ja, nicht?
Ja, sieht auch gut aus. Ich habe ja schon ein bisschen jetzt den Vorsprung, weil ich schon ein paar Burgen gebaut habe. Und ich glaube, ich habe so ziemlich raus, dass ich diese Burg relativ schnell in ihren Grundzügen aufgebaut habe. Und ich glaube, dann kann ich richtig viele Details reinbringen. Und ich glaube, dieser Vorsprung wird mir helfen, als Sieger am Ende hier zu stehen. Oder wahrscheinlich nicht hier, sondern in der Homeburg.
Ich kann es gar nicht einschätzen, wirklich. Ich brauche einen guten Tag. Ich brauche sehr viel Kreativität und ich versuche mich so gut es geht darauf vorzubereiten. Also natürlich werde ich gewinnen. Ganz klar sage ich jetzt einfach so, ich werde gewinnen. Ja.
Die mittelalterliche Burg ist komplett zerstört worden. Die wurde nämlich gesprengt im Pfälzischen Erbfolgekrieg. Also da gibt es ein Riesenloch auch im Bergfried. Hier, das da ist der Hexenturm. Der hat so wie ein Wunder ganz viel überstanden, auch nach dem Krieg alles. Und deswegen heißt er auch Hexenturm, weil man hat sich das übernatürlich erklärt. Jetzt zum Abschluss gehen wir noch mal rein. Ich habe was richtig Großartiges für euch.
Nice. Hammer.
Ich habe euch noch eine Überraschung versprochen.
Ja.
Oha.
Ist das ein Geheimgang?
Ja. Beim Wiederaufbau im 19. Jahrhundert hat man hier eben eine geheime Bibliothek eingebaut, so als Rückzugspunkt. Und was noch großartiger ist, wir haben nochmal einen Gang.
Noch einen Gang?
Hier haben wir tatsächlich einen historischen Gang. Der ist nicht sehr lang.
Wie schön.
Es könnte der Anfang für einen Geheimgang gewesen sein.
Okay.
Ja.
Hey, war spannend.
Aber wieder ein geheimer Raum und leitet uns direkt über zu eurer Challenge.
Oh.
Wie nice war bitte der Geheimraum? Weil wir alle insgeheim von einer Geheimtür träumen, wird genau das eure Sidequest. Bedeutet, ich wünsche mir irgendwo in eurem Bild eine automatisierte Geheimtür. Die kann gern dann in einen geheimen Gang münden, durch den ihr dann in einen geheimen Raum kommt. Wie ihr wollt, das denkt ihr euch selber aus. Die bessere Geheimtürkonstruktion bringt am Ende 3 wertvolle Smaragde in der Endwertung. Und denkt dran, eure Builds müssen später der Jury standhalten. Auf historische Korrektheit, Kreativität und Design. Viel Erfolg!
Der erste Step bei der Burg war Verzweiflung, muss man sagen, weil die Burg ist riesig.
Ich hatte sehr, sehr viel Panik, weil ich habe noch nie was mit World Edit gemacht. Wenn ich mal ehrlich bin, ich baue immer zu wenig. Ich bin immer nur am Erkunden. Hier werfe ich gerade quasi meinen Grundriss über Bord.
Die ist verwinkelt. Also da steckt jedes Gebäude im anderen Gebäude. Das Dach von dem einen ist unter dem Fenster von dem anderen und dann ist da wieder ein Gebäude drauf und da eins drunter und hängt alles zusammen. Wie der ewige Kreislauf des Lebens oder so, keine Ahnung. Aber das ist alles ein großer Blob.
Ich hatte sehr viele Probleme mit den Winkeln, sehr, sehr viele.
Der größte Zeitfresser waren halt diese Winkel, diese Dächer, das alles so verschachtelt zueinander bauen.
Okay, wie mache ich das jetzt? Wir haben ja sehr viele Rundungen. Gebäude standen nicht parallel zueinander, sondern noch angeschrägt. Dadurch habe ich, glaube ich, auch die Proportionen komplett verhauen.
Ihr seht, wir haben noch immer nichts von der Texturierung, wir haben noch keinerlei Details drin. Es fehlen immer noch sehr viele Gebäude, mehr als die Hälfte. Ich glaube, ich mache ganz guten Progress. Ich muss sagen, ich war zeitlich bei einer Burg noch nie so knapp dran wie jetzt.
Ich kann eine Sache sagen. Ich kann kein Cobblestone mehr sehen. Bitte helft mir.
Mir ist aufgefallen, dass wenn ich bei allem jetzt Details anbaue, dass ich mit der Zeit auf gar keinen Fall hinkomme. Wir haben noch 50 Minuten und ich muss noch die Challenge machen.
Hätte ich auch mehr Zeit gehabt, hätte ich wahrscheinlich noch diese ganze Gestaltung um die Burg drumherum, diesen Berg und die Landschaft noch mehr gemacht.
Je mehr der Timer runtergetickt ist, desto höher ist mein Adrenalin gegangen. Ich mach noch das, ich mach doch das, ich mach doch das. Ich habe Christophorus vergessen.
Ich habe ja zum Glück nicht so viele Burgen gebaut, das heißt, da wird nicht so viel erwartet.
Also ziemlich stolz bin ich auf meinen Bergfried in der Burg, weil ich mir da auch viel Mühe gegeben habe, sowohl mit den Zinnen, mit den Türmen. Ich habe die Fahne oben drauf gemacht, wir haben diese Fenster. Bei den Fenstern habe ich mir auch noch mal extra was einfallen lassen und Banner selber gefärbt mit rotem Rahmen und Gittermuster. André hat mich schon oft wegen meiner Türme kritisiert und deswegen wollte ich hier einfach mal zeigen, ich kann Türme bauen, wenn ich will.
Ich war so stolz auf meine Burg, aber so im Vergleich, ja, finde ich die jetzt doch nicht mehr ganz so schön. Aber ich war, also der Gedanke, der zählt, ich war sehr stolz danach. Aber ich hoffe auf André, dass ich da Sympathiepunkte bekomme. Aber ich glaube, er wird knallhart sein. Das war's. Ich bin irgendwie sehr stolz und ich weiß, je länger man hinguckt, desto mehr findet man vielleicht, was man noch ausbessern könnte. An sich bin ich richtig, richtig, richtig happy.
Es fehlt viel, es hätte noch viel sein können, 19 Sekunden left. Ich glaube, ich habe es ganz okay gemacht. Hätte man es besser machen können? Ja, mit Sicherheit. Aber ich glaube, das war's für mich mit Reichsburg kochen. Mal gucken, was die Jury sagt.
Das war's. Beide Reichsburgen stehen, kommen wir zur brutalen Bewertung der Builds. Heute in der Jury Content Creator Blizzard, Journalist und ehemaliger Archäologe Dom Schott. Und natürlich sitzt wie immer in der Mitte derjenige, an dem Klims Flachwitze abprallen wie Schwerthiebe an einer Plattenrüstung. Unser Geschichtsexperte André. Wie üblich können alle 3 pro Kandidatin bis zu 5 Smaragde vergeben. Die mögliche Maximalpunktzahl sind also 15 Smaragde. Obendrauf vergibt die Jury nochmal 3 weitere für die beste Sidequest. Wer am Ende mehr Smaragde in der Waagschale hat, gewinnt diese Episode von Bau die Burg.
Wir haben die Burgen gesehen. Wollen wir zur Bewertung schreiten?
Sehr gerne. Sehr gerne.
Fängst du an?
Also erstmal wollte ich dich fragen, was ist da eigentlich mit der Umgebung passiert? Denn da ist ja irgendwie um die Burg herum erstmal gar nichts.
Die Zeit hat absolut nicht mehr gereicht, also die Umgebung wäre auch schöner geworden. Ich habe wirklich viel zu lange, dadurch, dass es meine erste Burg so richtig gewesen ist, viel zu lange für alles gebraucht.
Ich finde, das ist eine gute Überleitung. Ich wollte nämlich nochmal fragen, beziehungsweise ansprechen. Irgendwie habe ich das Gefühl gehabt, das wirkte sehr einfach gebaut. Also zum Beispiel auch diese Turmspitzen, die sind halt nicht irgendwie mit zum Beispiel Slabs oder mit beispielsweise Mauern verbaut worden, damit das Ganze ein bisschen höher ist, sondern sind einfach sehr, sehr platt gehalten worden, was ich ein bisschen komisch fand. Was ich aber cool fand, beziehungsweise eher witzig fand, war, dass du statt einem riesen Mosaik, das in der Wand sein sollte, einfach ein Bild rangehangen hast. Das war eine kreative Lösung.
Erstmal Gratulation zu der ersten großen Burg, die du quasi seit langer Zeit wieder gebaut hast. Klar, ich glaube, das haben wir alle gesehen. Handwerklich befindet sich das auf einem Niveau, das vielleicht nicht so ganz weit oben ist von den Burgen, die wir vielleicht schon gesehen haben in dieser Reihe. Nichtsdestotrotz, ich hatte das Gefühl, wenn ich irgendwo im 16. Jahrhundert am Lagerfeuer sitze und du kommst so angeritten mit deinem Gefolge, setzt dich dazu und erzählst von dieser Burg und ich fange mir an vorzustellen, wie die Burg vielleicht ausgesehen hat, dann würde ich bei diesem Ergebnis landen, was du gebaut hast.
Deine Burg ist nicht so wahnsinnig hoch. Du hast dir halt die Probleme mit den Schrägen komplett gespart, weil du hast quasi keine Schrägen. Du hast alles so im Raster 90 Grad gebaut, was halt an der Realität ein bisschen vorbeigeht. Also da findet man eine Menge Punkte zum Kritisieren, aber tatsächlich gibt es Stellen, die sind bei dir schöner als bei Klim. Du hast zum Beispiel ein paar Erker eingebaut, relativ aufwendig eingebaut. Die sind wirklich schön. Das Problem ist halt auch da, das hatten wir schon mal, so Sachen wie der Bergfried sind halt Sachen, die wahnsinnig wichtig sind für die Gesamtwirkung einer Burg. Und gerade bei der Reichsburg Cochem ist ja diese Höhe auf dem Berg ganz, ganz wichtig. Und die Silhouette, die ist halt leider bei dir überhaupt nicht vorhanden.
Das stimmt.
Es gibt in dieser Burg eine Szene, die finde ich ganz schön. Ein Gebäude, das bewachsen ist mit Pflanzen, die sich an der Wand, am Mauerwerk hinaufschrauben. Und das ist eine so schöne Szene. Und dass dafür eben trotzdem Raum und Zeit war, das fand ich schön. Das hat mir gut gefallen. Ja.
Bei Klim erstmal natürlich auch die Umgebung, finde ich großartig. Du hast ja wirklich einen riesen Berg drumherum gemacht. Ich finde, du hast eine viel größere Blockpalette genommen, was halt gerade sehr wichtig war, damit das Ganze gut aussehen soll. Das Einzige, was ich teilweise mich gefragt habe, war, ob du irgendwann gegen Ende vielleicht weniger Zeit hattest. Hattest du das Gefühl, dir hat die Zeit irgendwann nicht mehr gereicht?
Ja.
Okay.
Ja, tatsächlich. Es ist riesig. Also die Burg ist riesig und unglaublich komplex. Also ich bin froh, dass ich es überhaupt in der Zeit geschafft habe, die Silhouette so aufzubauen, wie sie steht. Da war einfach nicht mehr viel Zeit für Detail.
Auch da wieder erstmal fantastische Arbeit. Bin mittlerweile großer Fan von deiner Arbeit, was die Naturlandschaften angeht. Also auch hier wieder, wie dramatisch sich diese Burg, die du gebaut hast, einbettet in die Umgebung, in die Landschaft. Also es sieht einfach schön aus.
Also erstmal, Klim, ich muss Abbitte leisten. Ich habe so oft deine Türme kritisiert, bei so vielen Burgen, eigentlich bei jeder Burg. Bisher habe ich irgendwas an den Türmen zu kritteln hast. Dieser Turm ist ein Traum. Der ist wunderschön und eben diese Silhouette von Weitem. Wir hatten ja beide dieses Erlebnis erfahren an der Mosel entlang und diese Burg taucht vor uns auf. Und das hatte ich bei deiner Burg wieder. Ich hatte wieder diese Optik, sehr, sehr schön, also ganz toller Bild. Man merkt halt, dass die Zeit ausgegangen ist, weil dieser ganze Bereich, der gerade bei -11 sehr nett geworden ist, da hinten bei der Kapelle und so, der ist bei dir. Man ahnt, was du zeigen wolltest. Das sind so Platzhalter für Gebäude, die ungefähr den Raum einnehmen, aber nicht wirklich danach aussehen. Das ist das erste Mal, wo ich denke, wenn du die Punkte weggegeben hättest, um noch eine Stunde mehr zu nehmen, dann wäre diese Burg ganz fantastisch geworden. Ich würde die gern sehen, wenn du noch mal eine Stunde reingesteckt hättest. Kommen wir zur Bewertung.
Bei dir natürlich grundlegend, deine Burg ist sehr schön geworden, aber natürlich sollte ich auf die Minecraft-Aspekte eingehen. Deswegen erstmal die Umgebung, haben wir bereits gesagt, da gibt's einfach nichts. Und was mir bei dir natürlich ein Problem ist, ist die Wahl an Materialien, weil es einfach doch zu wenig ist und es sieht halt aus, als wäre vielleicht das gerade 2 Stunden davor gefarmt worden. Und deswegen würde ich dir 2 Punkte geben. Bei Klim sieht das Ganze natürlich anders aus. Da muss ich einfach sagen, ist das Ganze sehr stimmig. Und die einzige Sache, die mir noch fehlen würde, sind die paar kleinen Details. Und deswegen möchte ich dir ganze 4 Punkte geben.
Ich finde es gar nicht so einfach, ehrlich gesagt, über diese Burg zu sprechen, weil zum einen, klar, wenn man sie ansieht, die ist etwas abstrahierter, etwas einfacher, etwas gröber, manche Dinge fehlen, aber andere Einzelheiten, andere Details von dieser Burg sind, finde ich, wirklich schön gemacht. Also 2 Punkte im Herzen, noch reichlich mehr, aber in diesem unschlagbaren Wertesystem sind es 2. Und Klim, wie immer, beeindruckt von der Qualität der Burg, von der Landschaft, für die ich ja so ein großes Herz habe, aber auch von der Burg selbst. So viele Dinge, an die du gedacht hast, aber ein paar Dinge, die auch ein bisschen unten rausgefallen sind wegen der Zeit. Deswegen lande ich bei 4 Punkten bei dir.
Lustigerweise, eure Burgen haben was gemeinsam. Es sind ganz furchtbare Cobblestone-Wüsten. Mein Problem ist ein bisschen bei deiner Burg -11. Am Anfang, in den ersten Folgen wurde hier mal gesagt, kann ich die Burg auch noch erkennen, wenn ich die Vorlage wegnehme. Und ich würde deine Burg nicht als Reichsburg Cochem erkennen. Und deswegen auch von mir leider 2 Punkte. Klim, ich habe überlegt, dir 5 Punkte zu geben, weil wenn ich sie von Weitem sehe, dann ist sie perfekt. Aber du bist Klim und es gibt so, wenn ich näher rangehe, ein paar Punkte, die sind eines Klims nicht würdig. Deswegen muss ich einen Punkt wegnehmen. Dann fehlt noch die Sidequest. 3 mögliche Punkte.
Du hast ja vorgehabt, letztendlich eine sehr komplexe Schaltung zu machen, bei der du erstmal Pistons nach hinten ziehst und seitlich zur Seite, sodass du eben mitten in einer Wand eine Geheimhöhle machst. Und das finde ich ziemlich cool. Allerdings hat es nicht ganz funktioniert.
Diese Geheimtür ist nur eine Tür. Also mir war in erster Linie erstmal so wichtig, dass ich erstmal so alles fertig bekomme, dass ich danach noch schauen kann. Und dann habe ich nur diese kleine Tür in sein Haus reingemacht. So, da ist jetzt komischerweise ein Hebel an der Wand, aber man sieht keine Tür. Und wenn man diesen Hebel dann drückt, dann upsie. Aber ja, das war so mein Grundgedanke.
Der erste Geheimgang ist hier. Wenn man auf diesen Stein drückt, dann geht hier was auf, und zwar hier. Und dann kann man hier runtergehen. Und wenn man hier runtergeht, landet man in einem Geheimgang, der einigermaßen so eine natürliche Höhle darstellen soll. Und dann kommt man hier unten wieder raus und kann theoretisch der Burg entkommen.
Bei Klim wiederum ist als Einfache gehalten worden, was ich erstmal nicht erwartet habe, aber klar, die Zeit ist es geschuldet. Was ich aber sagen muss, ist, deine geheime Höhle, die sieht richtig gut aus. Und deswegen gibt es von uns ganz klar 3 Punkte für Klim.
Und damit haben wir einen ganz eindeutigen Sieger für heute, Baumeister Klim. Und natürlich gehst du auch heute nicht ohne kleinen Preis nach Hause. Wir haben dir auch von der Burg Cochem einen Bastibogen mitgebracht.
Sehr schön, vielen Dank. Endlich kann ich noch mehr Burgen bauen.
Ja, Hammer.
Ja, ich muss sagen, Burg Cochem war unglaublich verwinkelt, was die Challenge für mich auch so schwierig gemacht hat, dass ich an vielen Stellen die Details weggelassen habe. Von der allergrößten Respekt an dich, dass du da mitgemacht hast und auch so ein Ergebnis abgeliefert hast.
Danke. Und jetzt kommen wir natürlich zur Schmach. Bevor hier aber gesprengt wird, möchte ich euch noch mal einladen, auf Twitch bei ARD vorbeizuschauen. Denn immer eine Woche nach der YouTube-Sendung hier haben wir da einen Stream, wo wir die Gewinnerburg, also in diesem Fall Klims Burg, zusammen mit André begehen. Er uns noch mal Details erzählt, ihr Fragen stellen könnt. Und dazu lade ich euch herzlich ein. Jetzt ist es aber Zeit, die Verliererburg zu sprengen und letzte Worte von -11 zu hören.
Also ich bin stolz auf meine Burg. Ich finde sie wunderschön, wie sie ist. Aber tschüss.
Bevor ihr loszieht, um euch was zu kochen, empfehle ich euch noch den Kanal zu abonnieren, damit ihr keine Folge Bau die Burg verpasst. Schaut ebenfalls gerne bei SWR Roomtour vorbei. Da seht ihr, wie Leute ungewöhnlich wohnen oder alte Gebäude genommen haben und denen einen neuen Purpose gegeben haben. Und hier findet ihr die vorangegangene Folge von Bau die Burg.